Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Get access to games, TV shows, and websites that are locked in your region at expressvpn.com/achievement. Don't leave me hanging.
Keep your location private from the strangers you game with online at expressvpn.com/RTTV. Thanks, ExpressVPN. Welcome to Off Topic. I'm your host, Michael Jones. Joining me this week is Alfredo Diaz, Trevor Collins, and Jeremy Dooley yelling at his cat.
Hey.
You were just saying...
You were yelling at
just
your cat, Jeremy?
Fucking cat.
I was. Scooter's in the next room screaming his head off.
Scooting about.
I think he's just in the window yelling. As far as I know.
You see something
What's he
out
yelling
there,
at?
something he wants to get at.
I don't know. He was trying to get his way in. I have a box of cat litter on the other side of the door to my office because it's just a door, it just snaps shut, basically.
You just push it and then
he
it pops
can
open.
get his claws under it and pull it open. So I have to wedge cat litter in front of one of them.
Like
Then-
raptors.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But he's good. He's out. Yelling.
I think I heard that one.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're doing
Was
a
that
thing
so-
right now. I just want to say it right here at the top.
Do it. Say it. Say it quick and say it fast and say
I'll
it
say
right.
it quick and I'll say it fast. And this is for everybody who's watching the stream. This is a little thank you for supporting RTTV by watching us live. Right now, during the live stream of this Off Topic, you can save on merch using code Off Topic. Save 20% in the store. Thank you all for watching on RTTV and supporting us. We're trying some more of these little things. I think down the line we might have some exclusive merch if you watch our regular Achievement Hunter streams on RTTV. We're trying little things like that as a little thank you, a little give back to those of you who actively support the streams and all that. So thank you so much. Yeah. Go
There's
get
a
your
little-
stuff.
There's a coupon hidden in this show.
Coupon
Hidden.
Oh,
Oh, hidden.
Yeah.
It's
in the show.
in my
It's
back
freaking-
pocket.
See, I just took what you said and I made it real small. Hidden coupon. Act now.
Hidden coupon. I like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere in one of our frames is a little coupon, little Wonka ticket.
Man, is there something
Buy
I want
one,
from
get
the store?
everything.
What do I want from
What's
the
that,
store?
Jared?
I'm just looking
our
through
new
the store.
racing
Oh,
stuff.
the racing
Oh,
stuff.
wow, look at that.
What
Look
the
at that
Look at that
sexy
shot.
photo.
Look at that
Look
man.
at that,
Ooh,
where's,
ooh,
That's a
look at
man's
that
man right
airbrush,
there.
dude.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, who
That's quarantine
painted
Bob?
that
What the
man
fuck?
together?
Look at that
Did
facial
they
hair. That
brush
guy
your
Fox?
arms?
What kind of quarantine bot is that?
Listen,
I know.
I've lost it already. I've lost it. That was my peak.
No,
That was my peak, and it's done.
Oh,
I've given up. Man, I gotta be honest though. Wes makes it easy. He makes us look good. I just
yeah,
show up.
He really
He
does.
slips it on me like a sleeve, and then I stand there. He's like, "Look over there, huh?" Snap, boom, model.
Yeah, it's one of those
He makes-
things
he
where it's
makes it easy.
before Wes is and then after Wes is, you know?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's-
Whoa.
Merch.
yeah, me.
I think I
Trevor
proved with my chump photo shoot, though, that if you don't prepare enough, even
You can
Wes
beat
can't
him.
save you.
Hey, you can beat him.
Yeah, you
I
can
like
defeat
what
him.
Trevor was-
That's what I did.
Trevor was describing the photographer at Sears dangling keys for a baby. Look over here. Look over here. And he
Didn't
takes
they
the
do that
photo.
when we took a picture with Santa? They
Yeah.
did that.
Oh
didn't
yeah,
they?
we did take a picture
Yeah.
of Santa.
Wait a minute.
Us-
We got the Santa crew right here.
Oh, this
I'm
was
gonna
it.
find
It
that
was
photo.
us
the
four,
crew.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
I want to find
Yeah,
that
dude.
photo.
we did the holiday video.
Mall
We
Santa.
shot
photo.
the hell out for those kids.
We're like
Yeah. And then
Santa.
Don't ever-
jingle something for us.
Children's shoes are impossible. That's what I learned.
Autofocus, do your thing.
It probably won't. Well, there
it's
we
not
are.
It's not a face, so put my face here so it autofocuses. and
Oh,
then,
yeah, that kind of worked. Yeah,
Oh, that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at
There
us.
we are.
That's Santa Claus. That's really him.
That's the guy. And that
We
was
got him.
That was the good photo. I think there was another one where we were going, ooh, because we were looking at the keys.
Yeah.
We were like,
We're fucking idiots.
yeah. Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Mm.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh Louise.
So it's Thursday again, man.
Yeah, they come
It
and
just
go,
keeps
man.
happening.
Dude, I just don't even.
Just keeps happening, and I just like.
There are stream
the
days
days just flash
and
by.
non-stream days. That's how that works.
There aren't. Here's what there are. There are stream days, and then there's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because this is a stream
This
too.
is yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
It's brutal.
I don't even know what we're recording the next day until I look at the calendar and go, I should check what we're doing at like 2 a.m. Like
Yeah,
1 or
most
2.
of
Yeah, I
us
do that right
Yeah.
before I go to
No.
bed.
I go into the next day like this. I'm just like, something. I'm
I'll
ready
tell you
for
what
something.
I've been doing lately. What I've been doing is checking the calendar and finding nothing. And then
Ooh.
on Wednesday,
Oh.
the weekly calendar gets filled out.
Michael
Or
Jones.
So
like-
you think you're scot free, and then suddenly
Like Sarah
blasts ya?
puts Minecraft, and I go, "Oh, who's in that? Oh, no one.
Yep,
No one was
no
invited
one.
yet."
Yeah, well, yeah, we
I
got
guess
Minecraft
we'll find
tomorrow.
out.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? Michael, I got to point out, you know, I posted on Twitter because it's been a topic of conversation quite a bit. I posted on Twitter a little while ago some stats
Yeah.
for Chicky Do, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Those posts were just those were all just liked by Clever Endeavor Games, people who make Chicky Do.
Mhm,
So
that's
they're
good.
they're watching. They now know what the score
good.
is. They know the
I know what's
score.
up.
Dude.
Maybe this is my chance, if we know they're listening, to petition them to make a slug.
Yeah, God,
Ooh.
Clever Endeavor, if you're
Snake.
watching right now, can you make a
Make a
slug
slug.
character?
Yeah, slug
But
trail.
it needs to be slower.
The snake, make him slower. The
slower, but
snake
he
is
clings
barely.
on
jump.
for longer. There's got to be like a
You-
benefit to that, right?
No.
You barely have to change the snake. Make him a little bit fatter, make him a little bit shorter, and goo him up, and you have a slug.
I blew some
you know.
people's minds when because like I looked up the name of all the like the name the game gives all the traps, like the specific name
Uh-huh.
for them. And yeah, the tennis ball shooter, or what we call the mortar
Mhm.
and stuff like that. A lot of people
Right.
didn't know that was a tennis ball. It's supposed to be like
it's a flaming tennis ball.
like
Yeah.
a pitching machine, kind of.
Yep.
Yep.
Right, but probably for tennis,
You-
not pitching.
And
'cause
you
that's a
changed up what
baseball.
kills you, Michael, when I went through the streams, because originally you were
Which
killed
is-
most by a crossbow, but then once the streams
is
factored
funny.
in,
Yeah.
wreck-a-ball.
Yeah.
Changed it up.
You didn't have all the data yet.
I didn't have all the data yet. Now I have all the data. I've got all the data we
apologize.
need.
Oh,
I apologize in advance for anyone watching this. I switched my setups quickly, and I'm in a different room now, so I'm not on my computer.
the lighting looks
And
different.
Part of the reason why we're late, three of us were having camera issues. Alfredo being the only one who was here with his things working.
Yeah, but then
I couldn't- I can't.
the
I'm just using
buzzing
my
behind-
my
fuck.
front-facing camera, and I can't turn off autofocus or auto brightness. So if I lean back, gets bright.
The
And I was
sun.
like, at 2:37, I just told Michael Lindblad, I can't fix it. So we're either never going to start the show, or I'll just leave it on. So I apologize. I've botched it.
Well, lucky Alfredo has to deal with construction outside his window.
I don't hear it though.
You
I
don't
don't hear it.
because
The lunch
it's,
break.
it's the silent like lure into like peace and quiet, and like
It's
people
the
were hearing
calm
it
before-
yesterday during the
Right
stream.
now, what we don't hear is them whispering into Alfredo's air ducts.
we know
They're just
you're
going,
in there.
It's like, oh, we're gonna get him. I'm gonna ramp up my machines.
Construction workers.
Oh, Michael, Jeremy.
That's me.
Yes.
That's him.
So I've been watching Doom Patrol because we have a new show called Doom Talkers where Ryan,
Mhm.
Fiona, John Reisinger, and I talk about, Doom Patrol. There is
Yeah, you do.
a superhero on that show that is the superhero for Michael and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Is he?
Is it a buff
Dude,
boy?
it's this really tall, handsome, buff guy. His name is Flex Mentalo. Okay. And
I'm on board.
his ability to manipulate things around him and like move things are by flexing different parts of his muscles.
Ooh. I gotta imagine there's
There
a
it is.
shot in the show
That's good.
right up the glutes where both cheeks go boom boom, and then something crazy happens, like a whole building explodes or something.
I'll
That's the
tell you what
nuke.
crazy thing happened. Well, it started off, it's like you get introduced to his character and his backstory and all that kind of Jesus fuck, I can hear it. His backstory and everything like
They're
that.
coming.
And then like this little boy is like, there's a
Back.
cat stuck in the tree, and he's just like, "Brr," and the tree branch comes down, and, and it's like, he's like, whoa, look at that, look at him
That's
flex. Anyways, there's one particular thing that happens, and it's not like it's a funny spoiler, so cautious. It's not like too much of a plot spoiler, but he has to teleport himself in the Doom Patrol to a certain area, right? And so he's like, okay, everyone concentrate. And then he goes into a flex pose. And he's like flexing. And then everyone's like, nothing's happening. And then he's in this town with the Doom Patrol. And then everyone's like, I kind of feel something. And then the whole town starts orgasming all together.
What?
Because he flexed the wrong muscle. He has one of his
there
muscles
were
that
way
he
worse
flexed
muscles. He
caused
could've
an
flexed.
orgasm for the whole town.
I bet it was a
Damn,
kegel.
dude.
I bet that's what made everyone. If any flex was gonna do that,
There he is.
Whoa,
Is
look
that
at
him doing it?
Yeah.
Dude, he's got leopard pants.
Damn.
Yeah,
He's
Flex
blasting
Mentality,
everybody.
man. I saw the whole time I was watching. This is like, where's Jeremy? Where's Michael? This is their god right here.
I gotta catch up. I started watching it. I gotta get through it.
He looks very similar to a certain wrestler. I wonder if it's the same guy. That'd be nuts. It's not. There's no way.
Who is it? Who's the
name?
wrestler?
Name is
doesn't know his name. Let's look him up.
Dijakovic, but it's not. What's the wrestler? What's the guy's name? Sorry, Flex.
Flex Mentallo.
Flex Luthor, as
Yep.
Barbara put it in the chat.
Flex Luthor. But I sat there and I was like,
he's bad.
I was like, this is their
this
their superhero right here. He's just flexing and
Yeah,
making things
dude.
move with his muscles and then making the whole town's orgasm.
Does he have a bad guy
say-
counterpart?
Not that I've seen.
Can we have a flex off? Is like a scene where like,
Just two guys.
and they're both just getting blasted by nothingness as they keep.
But hey, if you have strong enough muscles, you gain superpowers. That's how that works.
Damn,
You know what,
dude.
Alfredo? The brain is the strongest muscle. Think about it.
His name is Devin
Okay.
Chandler Long.
I can't
I can't even think about
I can't
that.
even think about it now. My bad. My brain's too weak.
You know,
no
what, you're just
muscle there.
focusing on the.
My brain's too weak. Yeah, you're.
You can hear that in the background?
That's
A
your
little bit.
kryptonite. Oh,
Barely.
big time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, we can hear it. They're being nice. It's awful.
Nah.
It's
You know.
bad. I didn't want to jump on simply because I thought it would be annoying as fuck because it's annoying to me. Michael's
No,
like,
it's more
nah,
annoying.
We
My auto
insisted, yeah.
funny.
Your
My auto
annoyance-
brightness. This is more annoying.
Your
This definitely
annoyance
more
is
annoying.
content.
That's what I kept telling him. Fredo recorded a couple of videos with that in the background, and several people voiced concerns. And I kept saying, it's funny. It's funny. And it's funny because, one, it's not really that annoying. It's really annoying for him. We just hear like in the background. And then the funny part is Fredo gets really mad and he starts like either yelling or he gets upset and depressed and he sighs. And either way, it's funny because he's frustrated and he doesn't like it.
Well, I had to do
And
that
I don't
yesterday.
and I don't have to deal with it.
We had to do it yesterday during the Valorant Get Good, where I was like, all right, I have to teach these guys like the competitive way to play Valorant, like play competitively and like try and get as many kills as possible while having this going on. So then we'd be like, all right, Fredo, what side are we going to attack? And I'm like, all right, we're going to attack. I'm like, fuck, we're B, go B. Like, it was just,
Dude, we
You
fucking
gotta be in
did,
his room.
bro.
What's happening?
We did.
Yep.
We did good.
You guys did good. You did good.
We're
Yeah.
getting.
And then the
dude,
opposite.
yeah.
We talked about because we played Hunt Showdown again recently because just Ryan, Matt, and myself were around, and we were like, well, we need a let's play, and it just came out. But we forgot everything about that game. Like every
Oh.
single, and at the end, I was like, we will learn how to be good at this game. But the entire thing, we didn't remember how to aim. Because like in
Oh.
most games, when you have the gun,
Seems important.
you right click and then you aim. Like you look down sight. Not in Hunt Showdown. Hunt Showdown, you right click and it's like better fire from the hip. It's like slightly better, but then you have to right click and hold shift and then you aim. So it's like
That's
a dual system
something.
to do it. And the only reason I
Oh, that sounds weird.
figured, yeah, it's weird,
Whoever's
dude.
out,
And I
man,
figured
he's
it out
out.
because I had like a sniper in that. Ryan and Matt got shot, and I was like, from far, and I was like, this is my
Sniper.
moment, and couldn't figure out how to aim it, and then just
He
got
takes a
killed.
sniper and he gets more accurate from the hip fire.
Yeah.
Running in with a sniper.
Brings
And I
it
was like, I don't
closer
know how
into
to
his hip.
scope. I don't know how to use my scope. Like I just couldn't figure out, and just got killed.
I mean, I
That's
complain, but like I play shooters like Counter-Strike and Valorant where you have to stop and shoot, and so I can't complain
Oh.
too much.
That's a classic. Hey, Fredo, I might be good. I play a lot of Resident Evil 4.
That's true.
There's no moving and shooting in
I
that
should
game.
have thought about that.
Okay. You should have thought about that. I've beaten that game about 47 times. Okay.
Who said it? Who said it yesterday about Jack? Was it you, Michael?
I just mentioned who, like, yeah, when we were talking about Valorant coming out, you and Fiona were like the two most excited about it, I think, and Trevor as well. Like the three of you were all like, "Oh, I want to play that. I want to get into it," and it's a 5-person game. So I was like, the teams quickly shored up. You know, Ryan's a fan of shooters. He's like, "Oh, I was interested in that game. I'm gonna, you know, I'm in the beta or whatever the hell it is. I'm, you know, the alpha." It's like, I'll get it. I'll play it too. And it was like, "Can you turn the light back on? Thanks. I'm having enough trouble already." And Lindsay just turns the light off on me.
I noticed that.
So I got dark for a second. Good Lord.
No one's in here.
It was, yeah, I'm just looking right at her, and she's like, "Die," and then turn the light off.
Well, you're not in here.
It was like, "Oh, who's gonna be the 5th person?" And I'm just like waiting in like for Alfredo to say it, and I go, "Ooh, man, so it's a shooter, huh? Should I be getting this thing?" And Fredo was like, "No, I don't think you're gonna be. I don't think you're gonna be one of the 5." And Jeremy was kind of like, "Fuck, I guess I'm playing." And so I brought this up yesterday because we were talking about like who has Valorant. I was like, I don't even own it. I've never played it. And so that conversation happened, and then Jack just goes, "Fredo, I can't believe it. Why didn't you use me? Fredo, how come I'm not in the game? Fredo, you don't want me?" And you started like little kidding it of being like, "Why don't you want me to play? I'll play Valorant. You don't want Jack to play Valorant?"
Being Jack.
Ugh.
And then I
think
think
the bane of my existence.
And then
this
someone
fucking
said,
show.
because in Valorant you have to stop and then shoot to be accurate. And someone said, because they were just like, "Oh, I mean, Jack would have been perfect because when he was playing, when he plays Doom, a game where you have to move around and shoot like crazy, he stops to shoot." So it was like, it would have been that perfect candidate.
It's funny.
It goes against every nature in me to do that. Like any shooter I'm playing, you get into a gunfight, and then if you're getting hit during the fight, you're like, "Okay, now I'm going to start strafing, making it hard for them to hit me while also trying to hit them."
Yeah.
Is always your mentality. Like, I'm going to be harder to hit while trying to aim at the same time. But in Valorant,
Strafe
that's a
and
death
shoot.
sentence. The person just standing there like a turret is going to rinse you if you're trying to move around and get them.
It's
It's
the,
just, like,
it's the
breaks
pinnacle
me.
of just point and click. That's all.
Yeah.
That's what
There's-
that is.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Bespoke Post. If your mailbox is anything like mine, 90% of the time, it's a fairly depressing place. Political flyers, utility bills, unholy amounts of coupons. But once a month, I do have a reason to be stoked, and that's because my box of awesome from Bespoke Post. I've been talking about them for a while. You've heard it. You've heard me say it. I mean, anything and everything. There are all kinds of stuff. I've got bags. I got backpacks. I got like knife sets. They got drink sets. They have really anything for anyone. Just check it out. Choose whatever box you want. There's such variety. You ain't not gonna believe it. Bespoke Post sends guys only the best stuff every month, and no matter what you're into, Box of Awesome has you covered from style and grooming goods to barware, cooking tools, and outdoor gear. Box of Awesome has carefully built collections for every part of your life. Right now, they have a barber collection that's just cool. It's like an old shaving kit with a new twist. Comes with this great double-edged safety razor, blade set, shaving cream, and a barber towel. If you like that old school aesthetic, check it out. To get started, take the quiz at boxofawesome.com. Your answers will help them pick the right box of awesome for you. They release new boxes every month across a ton of different categories. It's free to sign up, and you can skip a month or cancel anytime. Each box costs only $45, but has over $70 worth of gear inside. Get 20% off your first monthly box when you sign up at boxofawesome.com and enter the code OFFTOPIC at checkout. That's boxofawesome.com, code OFFTOPIC for 20% off your first box.
There's definitely times where I'm like, I'm taking incoming fire, and I'm like, I'm not gonna win this. I just need to leave, and it slows you down every time you get hit. So
Yeah.
if you
Aim
turn,
punch.
you're like, here we go.
You're just like,
Dead.
maybe I'll get at it. Ow, ow,
So
ow, ow.
Damn,
once you
dude.
start taking hits, you're just like, I guess I'm in, and then you just try to outgun them.
Yeah, but I mean, games like Valorant and Counter-Strike, though, if you get good at those games, you could play any other shooter. I don't know if you guys mentioned it, but like I've said it a couple times last week, we did the Valorant Get Good, and then immediately after, I jumped into the Siege Twitch Rivals Showdown. It was a 50K tournament, and that was a 4-hour tournament, which we went undefeated throughout the whole tournament. And the finals, dude, the finals, the first round, I had like a 1v2 Then I had a 1v1 where I planted, and then I got into a gunfight against the other person a little bit. Then the person went to go defuse, and I ran in and shot the person. And on the replay, the person defusing was half a second from defusing it. And I was just like,
Wow.
when it was just like, it's the finals and there's like, 50K prize pool on the line. It was just like, woo. But yeah, I mean, we fucking fought tooth and nail, and we almost lost the second round, but it got to the point where I was like, we're losing. I'm playing this role of like support, and I was like, nah, not anymore. I brought out Doc, and it struck fear into the other team.
You with Doc is terrifying,
Dude.
The hallways echo with "Ooh-wee."
Yeah, people were just like, yeah, the other team was just like, we gotta find out some way to stop the Alfredo's Doc, because it's just,
You gotta ban Doc, you gotta ban Twitch, and pray.
they nerfed her. She's like no longer usable, really.
Oh, really?
Such a
No.
sad
So now
day.
you play on.
Zofia. I lean into Zofia more.
Oof.
I know.
Sophia
Sad
was
days.
always that operator for me. Definitely when she first came out. But if you saw someone playing Sophia, you were like, ooh, they know what they're doing. Like the only people
Oh,
who
yeah.
took Sophia knew how to use Sophia.
There's
And you're
like,
like, no, oh no.
They're gonna dump utility into my ass.
Yeah. The room just explodes. Like,
Oh,
God.
shit! It's laundry day. You can tell because
I
was
saw
gonna
you. I was
say-
gonna
I was
ask
gonna
what you were
say.
wearing.
I was like, is he wearing that?
Yeah, he shifted at one point, and I saw the
It's
top of the
laundry
graphic,
day.
and I
Dude.
went. I was like,
My
wait
eyes
a
went
second.
straight to the dot. I was like,
Wait a second.
I'm not gonna lie. I was streaming like Siege yesterday, and I had this on, and like I like was like, yeah, and like a certain moment, I went, nope, I have the shirt on. I'm not gonna. So I kind of like tucked the bed. I was-
you sink
I was
down.
like, I'm
Wait,
not
wait,
gonna
if you
give him
didn't
that.
call it out right there, I was watching your camera for the rest of off topic to see.
I saw your eyes wander. I was like,
to
I think
see
I'm
if
on the
it
bottom
poked
of
up
his
again. To see if it poked up. I was like, I think I saw it, but I don't know.
because like a little bit of the a little bit of the top popped
Yep.
up. What?
Yep.
What do you mean? What do you keep going? What do you mean? What do you want?
There it is.
Yeah,
There we
you can get
go.
your Red Dot Dilly shirt. I should
See,
order
now
one.
I'm confused because he didn't do ghost voice. So could people hear him, or did he just stop? doing
I
ghost
think he
voice?
stopped doing ghost
I
voice.
think he's yeah. So we might have been talking to
So-
no one. Lindblad was talking to us.
Yeah, Michael Lindblad was ordering Alfredo to stand up.
Yeah, keep
Alfredo's
doing-
just
Alfredo was going, what do you want from me? And he's
What
going,
am I
you
doing?
could, yeah. I mean, you can hear the
Sure.
joy, and there's just a little smirk. He was like, "Keep doing it, keep doing it," and I was like,
yeah.
The
"What?"
bizarre turn of events. The Red Dot Dooley shirt I got was a factory defect. Like the only one I've heard of. No, it's happened to no one else.
Was yours? What was yours on
It
the
was
back?
printed
was
on
in
the
the back.
back. It says
No,
Red Dot Dooley
dude.
on the back.
I'm
It's-
telling you, with the because that's a print to order shirt.
Yep.
The front back, fuck that warehouse.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
not just where they had to shut down for like a week or two to get more to like reorganize their assembly line, but I think it broke people's brains. There were a number of shirts that had shit on the back that shouldn't have been. Like
Mhm.
also the Listen to Face Jam shirts are also print to order, and a bunch of people were like, mine says Listen to Face Jam on the back. And then one person I saw, their front back shirt says front on the front. And they were like, I just look like an asshole. That's just wearing a shirt that says front on the front. This isn't even a joke.
Come on.
I think he said something like, it just looks like I don't know which way to wear my shirt. Like it helps me get dressed in the morning.
It's just
It's
the
just
back.
the front.
It seeped into the minds
Oh,
of everybody
man.
printing the shirts.
Every time they print a shirt, they go, is this on the front or is this on the back? I don't know anymore, man.
I don't know any of these.
I got to make 10,000 of these?
Start putting them on the side. I don't care. Oh, jeez.
Oh boy. Speaking of which, front back, yeah, LASO's like almost done, right?
Yeah, we another part or two, right?
I think part 8 came out for first. I just don't know what day it comes out.
It seems
It was,
calendar.
the 28th is the release. So this Sunday.
Okay,
is
that's part 9.
That's part 9.
Is that's the finale.
So to bring up the speed here, because like I said, part 8's only out for first members. Part 7 is the last level,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So we're like, we're gonna do it. And if you've watched part 7, we don't do it.
We don't do it.
So then we're like, here we go though. Part 8, we had an extra part. So we had filmed the way that we had it coming out. We knew at 7 parts it was going to end like in the middle of the month. So we decided let's just record some more Halo. Like we'll just pad it out with like multiplayer since it's not going to go to the end of the month. So we filmed one Halo multiplayer video a while ago and we needed to film one more. So, and that video just came out, I believe. I don't know if that's for first as well, but I know that that video just came out as like a Let's Play, not in that LASO slot, because once we didn't beat the game in part 7, if you haven't watched it, you should watch why. We were like, oh, well, now we have to do a part 8. So we actually don't need another Halo multiplayer video because we got one more out of LASO than we thought. And then we didn't beat it in part 8. And it was like,
geez.
oh, now we have one too many Halo videos. So then they put it out, and even like the name of the video or something is like LASO took too long or something like that.
Yeah.
That's why that multiplayer video came out not in like that slot, because it's the end is until part 9. I mean, as a spoiler,
but it is.
but
yeah.
it was 3 parts, and it's a journey, man. What I loved about it is it's what people wanted from the beginning, because I think one of the big draws on LASO is how difficult it is, and people like watching us suffer. It's the same thing. They like tense situations, and they like watching us suffer. So I like LASO.
It's all
why
misery.
They like masterminds. You know, they like that shit. And ODST didn't really have that. It was easy compared to 3 and Reach. It was easy. That finally culminates in the final level, and it's not all necessarily the game being hard. It's like the game plus us plus the internet plus gammy rocket launchers. And like, if you watched all of ODST, and I saw, some people saying this, like, I really like it. I just wish it were harder. Like, we beat a lot of the levels in like 45 minutes, not an hour and a half. This final level really just hits us in the nads.
And the unfortunate thing with it is most of the difficulty, I mean, the level is hard because there's a lot of vehicles. There's a lot of ghosts. There's a lot of banshees, and like just stuff's fucking you up. The hardest part was just the game is real weird with checkpoints. It doesn't know when to give them.
It was giving them. It was taking them.
Yeah. It's like you could be totally safe in an area. You've killed every enemy. You're all standing there. You're not on vehicles. You're like, and get no checkpoint. And other times you like haul ass on a mongoose into like 3 ghosts and a checkpoint.
Right.
It makes no sense.
Yeah. There's 14 enemies. You blow up, and then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what? Where am I? What? That was a checkpoint?
Yeah.
So that's that. Front back.
I remember trying to do all the LASO challenges solo through all the games, and it got to a point where there's always a point that's like very difficult to get by individually because a scorpion's aimed directly at you or whatever. And so I remember
that's crazy
doing runs where I would try to take speedrun tactics through all the levels, like where you can hug the side of a fence or bounce around the back or just totally avoid everything. But Halo is such an awesome game because it's so dynamic with the way that you can play it, and that was the good stuff, man. I will definitely be diving back into Halo once Infinite comes out. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
Do we even know what Infinite is, though?
Apparently, the enemies in Infinite are called the Banished. That's who you're fighting against. Halo, like they just released like an audio clip of like a message from someone called the Banished, which I think has been established in
like an audio clip tease.
It's been like established in lore,
like in books or in the game
I'm
somewhere.
not 100. I think
reading
in books. I mean, I can look into it a little bit more.
I just want to know, what did Trevor do where there's scorpions aiming at him?
I don't remember, man. That was forever ago.
They're the
I guess the Scorpions is the Marines, but I guess it was the Wraith. It was the Wraith.
Was it Scorpion? Or was it like? Is there,
when you said it, I went, oh.
Is there a moment where
I was like, I didn't want to say
could take
tank,
it over
but...
or something like that?
What's that?
Is there ever like a moment where like the flood can take over like a soldier?
How dare you?
What?
I don't know. Maybe.
Oh man,
the flood takes over a soldier and then hops in the tank and then like comes after you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're reaching. Okay. You're reaching.
You're Halo reaching.
Oh, it's from Halo Wars 2. The Banished are from Halo Wars 2.
Gotcha. I never played Halo Wars.
I never played Halo Wars 2.
I just watched the
I didn't play Halo Wars 2. Dude, Talk about a fucking game hard on Legendary. Halo Wars was the only one I never beat on Legendary up to a certain point, like when I was super into Halo. That game was crazy hard on the hardest difficulty. I mean, because it's like an RTS. It's a totally different game. But getting those achievements were brutal. I quit on that. I was like, this is nuts. Okay. Stab saying that there is a mission when I went away, but I assume you're an arbiter and you fight someone that is infected and in a tank.
Victory.
Yeah.
Take it.
I won't take that one.
No,
That's not what I was referring to.
I'm certain that just fell into your lap.
It did. It definitely did.
No, that's the exact part. I remember that one.
I remember it well.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
I was
I-
going for.
As much as I played Halo back in the days, I genuinely don't remember so much of it. I remember how many
Same.
hours I put through it, and I was genuinely into it. I remember watching Inside Halo with Dead Pixel and Soda God. It's all gone. It's like someone took my brain out when I was 18 and put a new one in, and I started it over.
Dead Pixel is Adam Kovic.
No, that's me Pixel, isn't it?
Oh.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. Is
Then they
Is
became
I-
Inside
the only
Gaming.
reason I think that is
Me
because I
Pixel.
thought the exact same thing when I when I heard that. I was like, wait a minute.
This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by MeUndies. Remember, this Pride Month, it's critical that we take a moment to recognize and remember the intersectionality between pride and the racial injustices that people continue to endure today. This month, through their MeUndies Gives initiative, MeUndies continues to take action to achieve their mission of creating a more thoughtful and accepting world by making $50,000 donations to both It Gets Better Project and Black Lives Matter. They, like MeUndies, are committed to standing up against hate and intolerance and creating a world where hope outshines fear for all people. With MeUndies Gives, simply by shopping MeUndies, you help them support this cause, which is awesome. I remember when I got my first pair of MeUndies, I heard a lot about them, and I just thought they're just underwear. You know, like how soft could they be? It's crazy. I mean, if you've never tried MeUndies, do yourself a favor. Get a pair. Get a single pair. It'll blow you away. You'll wonder why you've been wearing the underwear that you've been wearing your whole life and not MeUndies. They're super soft. They're super convenient. They mail them right to your house. It's a no-brainer. MeUndies has this brilliant thing called an Undies membership. That's what I'm talking about here, where every month the softest undies ever appear at your door. The convenience factor is clutch. You never have to leave the house. And you also get site-wide savings, early access, and free shipping. It's pure joy. MeUndies has a great offer for all you fellas out there and ladies. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. You got to give this super softness a try, especially because they have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You're guaranteed to be satisfied. To get your 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/off-topic. That's MeUndies.com/off-topic.
So yeah, what I'm excited about is if the Banished are the enemy. I'm assuming that's what that teaser is alluding to, but they're like a splinter. They're like a a separated faction from the Covenant. They kind of broke away from the Covenant and became their own thing.
They were banished from the Covenant.
Banished. I mean, that sounds like you're fighting more Covenant enemies, which is what I wanted more of in Halo 4 and 5, where you were fighting like the Didax army, like the Forerunners or whatever they are. And I was, I mean, it was fine, like fighting the Knights and then the little dog things, whatever they're called.
Yeah, there were some real annoying enemies in there, man.
Yeah, the drones and shit. I was just like, come on, like, give me some more grunts and elites and brutes. And it sounds like that's what we're getting. So hell yeah.
It's always interesting because like it makes me think of Destiny, obviously Bungie or whatever, but the Banished reminds me of the Taken, which was a really interesting mechanic to implement because you're effectively fighting the same factions, right? The Fallen, etc., but taken over by a specific, a separate power. So their abilities are tweaked just differently a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays and how it feels.
Apparently, Dead Pixel and Me Pixel are both Kovic.
Me
Oh.
Pixel,
No,
yeah.
I mean, did you really not know
I
he was
didn't-
Dead Pixel?
No, I thought I only knew
Yeah.
I only seen his screen name from playing in GTA
Yeah.
with him, which is Me Pixel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally I didn't know that because that's
That
the
guy
only time I've
stinks.
played with him. I think is in GTA.
Someone probably snatched his name, I imagine.
Oh man,
So just
You know
yeah.
that game.
That's why we have
Believe it
a
or-
fake age crew, right? It's 'cause
Yeah,
someone
believe it or not,
snatched-
fake AH crew wasn't our first choice.
But boy,
It's
it
so
caught
funny
it caught
because,
on.
like, it caught on so
Man.
well, but the whole reason we named it is because someone else just took our name first, so we just made fake. And that was a running gag that like fake AH crew is the one that stuck, and I think it was like the first one we did. We would always make like Achievement Hunter or AH whatever, and it like it's fake AH crew because they're called crews in GTA. But then like we got to the next game after GTA, clearly something that didn't hold up as long, but same thing. It was like a clan or a crew or something. And somebody took fake AH crew because our GTA videos are out. So then we put not fake AH crew. Like we just kept adding layers to that. We have so many. It's like not fake AH crew, the real fake AH crew, the fake AH crew. Like there's so many. But fake AH crew just took off. And that was like 7 years ago we made that. So I'm sure most people watching now have no idea that we didn't like, that wasn't a choice we made intentionally. Someone just took the crew name. So we
And
just
it's
were like,
such like
whatever.
because I've always
Was it
tried
Jeff?
I've always tried like kind of writing stuff for the fake age crew just in case it ever turns into something one day. And like
Mhm.
that's the hardest thing to work in any way.
It doesn't
that
make any
makes- It makes
sense.
no sense.
That's why it makes no sense.
Like it just makes no sense. Like, why would that ever exist in the
Yeah.
canon of fake age crew? I'm like, what? I don't know what you want. Like, how to explain this?
Criminals sit down at a table and they're like,
yeah.
well, we wanted to be called, so yada, yada,
Yes.
yada. But some other
There's this
criminal
other-
organization,
yeah.
they picked that name up.
Some other criminal organization who were fans of us. They
Yeah.
took our name.
Yeah.
God.
And they're just,
So we're
it's
gonna
just
be
a
the-
placeholder just in case
the
they
fake
want it. There's an empty
version.
table ready for us and everything, but we
I
didn't
have
want it,
my
so we
ideas,
started
but
something else.
Chat
It's a stretch, regardless.
saying not fake AH crew was Destiny.
Yes, yeah, it was. That's right. Destiny was a weird one. I remember that.
I like this one. I can't believe it isn't fake AH crew. That's pretty good.
I get it. Like butter.
Like butter.
Dude, there's a lot of those like I can't believe it's not butter products. One of them's called Memories of Butter, and it's my favorite.
Jesus.
What?
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a
What
product
was
called Memories of Butter.
Memories
What
of butter.
does
I
that even
remember.
mean?
I don't
Do you remember butter?
I remember.
This tastes
I
like the
remember
memory
butter.
of creamy butter.
I remember.
Drippings of butter. Oh, jeez.
Don't like that.
I tuned out when they started doing that.
I
We're just going.
didn't dive out quick enough.
Members. That's call. If you watch
I
Call
just
of Duty
clicked
World War
away.
II, that's when it's at its heaviest. The members. It's when we're playing in the sandbox, like Infection or something. We need to play more Call of Duty. I just like Call of Duty, like dumb game modes. I enjoy. We played
Hey.
for Let's Play. We played Gun Game recently.
And Blops.
Blobs,
right?
which was a fucking process.
Yeah.
But we got it working. You know,
It was.
it's like a 360 game, right? That you play on backwards
Yeah.
compatible.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ryan had to scour his house to find a disc because he didn't own it digitally, and then he found the disc, but then like this wouldn't work, and they had to punch his Xbox a bunch, and he got it to work.
I mean, that's usually the solution, right? Just bang on it and see if it fixes
It
itself.
worked, you know.
I mean, what else are you gonna do, really?
He said he found it in a drawer. He was like, I found this disc in a drawer.
Yeah.
It's like, and he found it quickly too. He went, I'm gonna go look around my house, and I went, okay. And 5 minutes later, he came back with the disc.
Then he put it in his Xbox and it didn't work. And then he took it out, he put it upside down, and it said, "This disc is upside down." So he turned it over and it worked.
That's what it
He
was.
like,
He
nice,
tricked it.
got it. Nailed
He
it.
lowered the bar. He lowered the bar of the Xbox's expectations.
Yeah.
It's like, well, at least it's right set up this time. All right, I'll give it to you.
I was blown away that that game is still effectively full price for how long it's been.
You were. There were many debates because we were like, should Ryan buy this if he doesn't have the disc? Because we all own it digitally. And, you know, we had tons of discs like on the 360 back at the office. So anytime it came up, we would just like dig one out or whatever. And it was, I don't know if it was full price. It was like $40.
It was like
I think
$40.
$40.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
$40. So we were like, and like normally it comes to a game, comes to recording a video. It's like, whatever, just buy it, whatever. Trevor was like, $40 for this? This Let's Play. We spent $40 on this 10-year-old game. And it was like, what? He was like outraged over it.
Why does it cost $40?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Who's playing this
You're not
game
wrong.
right now?
Black Ops
Who's playing
1.
this?
Blops
And they-
E-League.
Yeah. The answer was a lot of people
Yeah,
were playing.
Apparently.
they
like
were.
a lot.
I feel like
even
those
though we
numbers
could-
were inflated.
Even though we couldn't get a single game to work online.
Yeah, well, so the game modes we like in Black Ops, like gun games, sticks and stones, one in the chamber, those type of games, they're called wager matches. And so like Black Ops had an in-game currency that you could build up as you played matches, and then literally play these wager matches and just put it on the line. Not usually a ton of it, but and then if you it's just betting, gambling with fake money. And so that was like the way we played gun game. We just get 6 of us, go online, click wager match, and then we'd play, which sometimes was a problem because people didn't have any money and had to go play a match and earn money and then come back and join the wager match.
They had to get their blux.
Yeah. So,
Right.
but because we only had 5 people in Let's Play, it won't let you just start the match and go. It finds another player. And something about that was freaking it out. It was like Black Ops was asleep at the phone and then it started ringing, and it was like someone's playing, and like had to quickly find someone to put in the match.
And they found the person.
Yeah.
The game would just never start.
It just
like
wouldn't
Ryan
work.
would get dropped or something.
Yeah. So then I found out you can go like into custom matches and like basically they have a Halo style, like download a custom game type. And I think people went in and like remade the wager match game type so you could like go in and select them. And it wasn't that bad. It's just you had to reselect it every time. It was pretty, I found someone who had like step-by-step instructions from like 2011 or whenever it was that the game came out.
It's nice when you find gems like that
Yeah.
and they're still useful.
I was like, well done. I called him out in the video. I was like, well done, whoever on this weird blog site, or you did good.
I just found that much more recently, but I just did something like that for I want to say it was Assassin's Creed. I just finished finally Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Ooh.
But there's like little there's like things all throughout the game. It took me like 110 hours to beat the game. And there's parts where I'm like, what am I doing? What's happening here? Or like oh, I know what it was. It was one of those deals where I have the quest marker and you can use your bird, Icarus, your eagle, and like scan shit. And I had to go kill like these bears. But they're like in a cave and I'm standing on top of the hill and I'm like, where the fuck is the entrance to this cave? And like, I'm running around the thing for like 20 minutes trying to figure out how to like get in. So I look it up. I'm like, where the fuck is the entrance to this thing? So I find it and it's like one person going like, does anyone know where this fucking thing is? And then it's one of those deals where like they found it themselves, but like had the decency to come back to their own post and go, hey, I found it. Just so you know, if anyone in the future is looking for this, here's where it is. And it was like 2 years old. And I was like, that's me. I'm the guy from the future.
He knew.
You helped me right now.
You
Thank you. And
needed that.
right, just like
Wow.
you said, there it is. I ran right in. I was just like, I spent about 5 minutes and I go, I'm just using the internet. I don't care. I'm not.
That's what I love about playing old
Looking
games
around
right
for this
now.
shit.
Like I'm just playing all the games I missed. All the information is available like a million times over. It's just I don't even have to finish the statement usually. I'm like looking for item in, and then it like fills in the area, and I'm like, that's the one. They know.
Yep.
Like people have already
Like-
searched this.
You can have such specific questions. I remember I had this very same thing happen to me when I was playing Witcher 3, maybe a couple weeks or months ago at this point. Time is a blur. I was trying to get all the armor sets, so I was trying to collect all the, effectively, like the blueprints for them. And there would be maps where they would be, and I'd go to those spots on the maps, and I can't tell you how many times it would actually be in a cave system underneath the map, and the entrance would be like a mile that way or a mile somewhere else. And thankfully, yeah, like there's videos on very obscure channels addressing every little detail of any old game, and I love that. It's like that's where Achievement Hunter started, but I'm glad that there are people out there that still answer all these very specific questions on like how to do stuff, how to collect everything, because some games have really strange mechanics that don't explain how to do something.
The opposite end of that is with Siege, where I'm just like, all right, like maybe there's like some new cheeky thing that I don't know about, and then I'll look up a video and someone will be like, this is like the new like top tier like crazy
mega.
angle, and then I watch the video and they're like, okay, if you go here, take down that wall, make a bullet hole through that one, and then like slightly turn 45 degrees, like you get the perfect angle if the person walks like from spawn over to said like 5 pixels. I'm like, I'm never gonna use that. Like the one
so
random
detailed.
time, I'm like, it's
Yeah.
too detailed. I'm like, stop it.
It's
Like,
interesting though
stop it.
to think about that. Like
I'll get that like once out of every 100 rounds. Like I don't need to learn that.
right, you're like, all right. So if you think that the person's going to start from the beginning of their spawn point and they want to go to the kitchen, then
Yeah.
you need to go to the stairs and then you crack open this wall and look that way. Toss a grenade 5 seconds before the round starts, and it'll
Yeah.
land right at their lap. You know,
Yeah.
stuff like that is just.
Or it's
How
like,
did you figure that out?
I mean, it's cool that that exists, but I don't think I need to add that to my utility belt of like
Right.
knowledge for this game.
right.
That's what's so nice about games that have like missions and side quests and shit, because they have fucking names. Like Jeremy said, like Assassin's Creed, every single thing has a name in Assassin's Creed, every
Mhm.
single quest. So I like literally had AC Odyssey just left in my search bar. And then I would start typing. I'd be like, Ruins of Aga. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's like the second I
Yeah.
start, I put 2 letters in, it comes up, and I'm like, thank God everything's named, because it's like Alfredo says, the opposite of someone. The nightmare is I type, what are good weapons? Worthless. That's a worthless search, because every single person thinks they have the best weapon. You know? It's
Yeah.
like it's like a thread, like best weapon in AC Odyssey, and then you get in there and he's like, so I've been playing the game for 12 hours. This is my weapon. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why does this exist? Why am I looking at this?
I get the same thing for like
I
Warzone.
want concrete facts, damn it.
Yeah. Every time a new season comes out in Warzone, someone has one good round where the P90, it's the best weapon in the game now. And I'll pick up a P90 and it's got good like fire rate, but its time to kill is terrible. So I end up throwing that away and pulling out the old classic M4 or MP5 or something, and it ends up being the same. It ends up being fine.
Yeah. Those 2 guns are still the meta, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Dude, that
what am I
MP4.
using now?
The growl.
The
The growl. Yeah, the growl.
growl
something
is, like,
that. People
really
were talking
good.
about that too not too long ago.
I finally got myself off sights, and now I'm on iron sights. So when I'm picking people
Oh.
away, I'm like, I'm
Want the red dot?
scrolling in, and I'm like, I think I can see a pixel moving, and that's how I
a
get 'em.
little tiny little guy.
Dude, I watched in Warzone, like I watched Andy Cortez pick some people off in that game.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's had some good runs. I see him post clips.
Mhm.
Every time I see someone post clips of them play, I'm like, I'll watch this real quick.
Dude, what I love about
I know if Fredo does it, it's gonna be like, oh,
what I love about Andy though is that he, whether it's like a really good play or a terrible play, he still hypes it up all the same.
yeah.
I remember he posted, he tweeted out a clip and he's like, when Alfredo asked you to step up in Valorant, you step up. And the clip is him as Sage running on offense. He runs, I die. I called out, I was like, the guy is in the top window. He's in heaven. Like, Andy,
I know what that means.
throw like a slow. He throws a slow. He misses it. It bounces back on the window, back to him, slows him instead. He goes, oh, fuck. And then he instantly gets headshotted. It was just like so good, dude.
you step up.
He's
Fredo.
like,
I never asked this during the Get Good, but I feel
Yeah.
like all the time in Valorant, I'm walking around, and then
Mhm.
there's this little black and white orb, like the fucking Taken from Destiny are about to spawn.
Yep.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
So if you look at your ultimate ability, there's going to be a bunch of like little circles that aren't filled in. Every time, I guess to like simplify, every time you get a kill, that orb will fill in. And so grabbing that is just accelerating that process. It gives
Oh,
you
it's like
one
a
like
pickup.
extra like orb. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
I've been avoiding it like the plague. I'm like, I don't know who dropped that.
He's like, I
I'm
mean, it does look,
that's a trap. You're
it
trying
does
to
look like
get
a
me.
taken orb, right? Where it's just like, no, I don't know about that. That's someone's
Yeah.
ability that's gonna like blow up in my face.
Exactly.
No, if you,
I was like,
if
that
you
shit.
grab it, yeah, it adds another, I guess, like orb to your ability, so that way you
Got
can use your
it.
ability
Damn,
faster.
dude.
They
But
good.
it makes a
Damn.
loud noise when you do it, and it's usually in the middle of like an open area.
They good. Okay.
Yeah, but they're good. They're good for you.
Orb good.
They're good.
The
Okay.
black
More
orb, is
gooder.
good.
Good,
Oh.
good, more gooder. Mhm.
More
Man,
gooder.
you guys got better in the second episode of the Get Good.
I'll
Like,
tell you,
it
when I
was-
learned how to drop the smoke, the
Shit.
world changed.
It does, man.
Right
Like,
click,
it's-
man. Right click.
When you figure it out, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I went back, I watched the first. I was telling you guys this already, but like, I went back, I watched like the first episode, and I was like, okay, let me like try and add a little spice to the second episode. Let me take notes on the first one, see like where people were in their strengths and weaknesses, convey that like back to them, and then maybe give them like a little taste of like a training routine. So we did that, and man, you guys fucking went wild with it. Jeremy stopped running and shooting and got headshots. That was nice.
My brain fought me every step of the way on that. Ugh.
Trevor was always, again, like the guy that I can lean on in that game.
I'm doing okay. I'm really happy that everyone seems to be picking it up like really naturally. All of us, well, Fredo, you're an outlier, but all of us were like really even as far as kills are concerned. Call outs were like starting to get better. It was a lot more fun to play with a whole squad because everybody's talking about what they're seeing and what's happening.
Yeah, and you usually solo queue when you play in
Yeah.
your free time. Yeah.
If I solo queue, I don't know
sucks.
what it is. I usually rock Phoenix and I can pull like mid 20s, but I don't know if it's because I don't play very often and so I have like a low elo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I usually just like practice with my abilities in the solo queue and not get too sweaty.
Yeah.
Just trying to practice the hand-to-eye coordination on PC, which is really screwing me over on controller games.
I was in that chat because you guys streamed that yesterday, and we went right from the Get Good Valorant to Get Good SpongeBob Rehydrated.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
So I was waiting to switch over, and I just remember it was near the end of the stream. I don't remember. I wasn't watching it. I was just kind of listening, and I had it on like next to me, but I was like setting up on another computer. And Ryan did something at one point, and Trevor was like, "Ryan, blah, 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 blah." Like, I don't remember what you were saying. You just started like babbling. And
Yeah.
Ryan was like, "What the hell are you saying?"
So there was a time where I was I'll break it down because I don't know if it's going to be in the video because it was like outside the fight, but I was sneaking through the vents heading to the A site in the map. And so if you hold shift, if you're not familiar with the game, you walk slower but you're silent. There's ropes that you can rappel down, and if you drop down instead of rappelling, you make a sound, and if you rappel up or down without holding shift, you'll make a noise. And so I was kind of flanking coming in to the A site up to heaven. Ryan was actually already up there, and he was backing away and dropped down kind of where I was at. And so I went, "Oh, Ryan, the sound!" And then immediately he grabbed onto the rope and went zzz, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan, the sound!" So just kind of, instead of being able to explain myself, it was just like a small domino effect of him making sounds and me going, "Oh!" It was like, you know what it reminds me of? It was like when I played Dead by Daylight for like the first time in a video.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like get on the engine and I start working on it, and then a
Spark.
QTE comes up and I go, "What do I hit?" Bang! And I'm like, ooh, bang, ooh. And then Ryan's just like, "Use words." And I'm like, "Ah."
You kept saying "ooh" and "ah" and Ryan in between. So like it's like you were trying to say something to him, but you weren't. But that makes more sense now. Having just listened. That's like it's like in Halo if you're like crouching and you're sneaking up to a base, and like again, because I live in radar, like on Halo.
Yeah.
It's like I play the game probably 60% looking at the radar and 40% at the screen. So I'll be like crouching all the way up to this fucking base. I'm like, "Oh fuck, they have no idea I'm coming." And then some jerk off teammate of mine just runs right past me and runs right into the base. And I'm like, "We ruined it now. Now they saw you. They're gonna come find you and just see me next to you going, 'Oh shit, did you see me down here?'" I hate it. I hate that. I always freak out about that if I'm crouching and someone just runs past me. Because it's the same thing. It's just radar instead of noise.
Yeah.
See, there was
But,
there was a moment yesterday especially because like you guys are trying to realize that you pretty much have to walk wherever you go because you know if you take a step it's loud and the other team can hear it, and when you're attacking you're trying to like surprise like confuse the defense and be like which way they're attacking from, we don't know. But there was a moment where we're like all like, "All right, we're gonna push through garage into B," and we're all like slowly walking, and then one person I guess let go of shift to walk and they made like a couple walk noises, And the guy's like, all right. And the other team was like, all right, we're gonna like they throw their ult at us, and we're like, no, run. They know we're here. They know we're here. And it's just like, like that one person was just like, who the fuck is like walking right now?
It's too
Stop
much. It's too much.
It's a lot of things to pay attention to for sure. But
Like Fredo would go like at the beginning of it, he's like, all right, Jeremy, drop smoke on ping. And I'd like look at the map and I go, I missed it. Can you do it again? And then he'd like
because the ping goes away.
Because it goes away. And so I like go to the map and he'd like ping it again. And I go, got it. And I drop it. And it was like in the worst spot ever. It was like on a roof somewhere. Fredo's like, good enough. In we go. We like go in and die.
I get it
Well,
eventually.
Some clunky moments, but we're
just-
all learning.
It's just so funny because I was like,
Yeah.
on ping, which ping? This ping? No, wait, I see 2 pings now. Which one is it? That
Yeah, I was
ping.
like,
And I
I
was
see.
like,
Yeah, there were 2 pings. I went, got it. Wrong one entirely. It was like
could you
somewhere
imagine
off
the other team
nowhere.
is like, oh my, especially because we were winning by
Yeah.
a lot. So that team's like, oh my God, man, they're rinsing us. Like, where are they going to attack from now? We're just like, which ping? Where? What?
I also like the idea that there's smoke on the roof, and they're like, they're coming from up there.
Yeah.
They're coming from. Why are they dropping smoke up there?
What
We
kind
got
of strat
advanced
is
tactics
that?
and everything.
But like that sometimes works really well. If you play it in a confusing manner, people don't expect
Right.
it a lot. Like I do that in Siege a lot. So I put
You
like the
can't
red dot and the
expect-
silencer on, then I bust in through some random place in the building.
Screaming.
Just yelling and but they can't hear me because it's silence.
Jeremy
But-
just comes in. Have you seen my shoes?
It's like
He just starts
that
shooting.
happened today. We were playing Dead by Daylight today for like a let's play, and I was the killer in one of the rounds, and I was against Lindsay, and I could not predict where she was running, because I've played Dead by Daylight a lot, or I used to play it a lot, like in my spare time, and like I kind of got used to like where people would run. Like there was always kind of a path people would naturally take to try to get away. You could like read the scratch marks, try to figure out which way they're thinking of going and stuff like that. And there were times that I like go to cut off Lindsay and she just wasn't there. And I'm like, clearly she wouldn't have ran like directly at me. And like I'd turn around and see her like disappear behind a wall, and I'd like come back and she'd pass me. Like it just made no sense. And it took so long for me to figure out her movements.
You can't plan for someone who has no plan, and
Exactly.
I think that is
Yeah.
And
our
it
strength.
works perfectly.
100%.
I just feel like I don't know what
It's
you're
like-
doing. I don't know what's going
Dude,
on.
what you were doing, you were like Pegasus when he was playing against Yugi, but you can't cheat and look at his cards with your eye if he doesn't look at his own cards.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you have? I don't know. I
Like-
don't know.
The heart of the cards, man. You just gotta believe
Yeah.
it.
Leaves in his grandpa's deck.
Oh. Funny
Yeah.
though. I like being confusing
Drink one for Grandpa Moto.
for Grandpa.
How
Moto.
long was he was in that card for most of the show?
No, just the first season.
He
Yeah.
went back. He visits.
No, he didn't.
He likes it in there.
He's like, this is my
Cozy.
home now. I've been here before.
Yeah, dude, he put his ass in a card. He put Mokuba's ass in a card. He was putting a bunch of people in cards. I think he put Kaiba in a card.
Could you play your
I think he did
grandfather
put
if he
Kaiba
was
on a card.
I don't
wanna
think he had
visit
any
my
stats.
grandfather.
Just play him in defense
Well, here's
mode.
the thing. You didn't have any stats, but also this was season 1 where there were no rules of the game. So you
Mhm.
probably could have played him.
Dude,
Let's
there,
play
it's
this
funny
card
because-
upside down in defense mode.
There's
There
a
were
lot
so
of
many
killing people thrown
times-
into hell.
because I was like, I was collecting and I was playing, and there's so many times where I was just like, all right, like, yeah, I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm buying booster packs, I'm buying decks, and then I'd watch the show and I'd be like, wait, well, you can't do that. Like, why is he playing
Yeah.
like 5 cards at once? Like, where's this
Yeah.
in the rule book? Like, what's
No,
happening?
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure, even though it was a show based on a card game, I don't think the card game existed. Well, I should say it was based on the manga, which really had way less to do with the cards. And it was more like murdering people with like the Shadow Realm stuff.
Oh,
And they went, that's too dark. We got to lighten this up for kids. So like it became heavily focused on the cards. So I think the cards actually came after the show. So season 1, there's just basically no rules. I
Oh,
mean, they
God,
slap
no.
numbers. They slap numbers on the cards, but like Fredo's right. You could summon 8 monsters in one turn. You could do whatever the hell you want. And it would even take the Pokemon effect, which was like, you'd watch Pokemon, and that's like a show that came out with the game, at least in the US. It's like was in Japan for like 2 years before we got it in the US. But like, you play the game and you go, you level up, you fight Pokemon, you weaken them, you catch them, this and that, whatever. Then you watch the show and he's like, I got it. I'll fucking set the sprinklers off. And then Onyx will get all wet and then I'll electrocute him. And I'm go,
That's illegal.
that's crazy. You can't be doing that. What are you
Can't do
talking
that.
about? He's a fucking rock type, dude. Pick another Pokemon, okay?
Yeah, learn.
It's learn. Go catch a fucking
Learn.
Mankey, dude. You didn't pick Bulbasaur or Squirtle. Go catch a Mankey. That's how you beat him. I don't know.
My fan
Nope,
theory.
get him wet. What?
My fan theory is that this kid is the most annoying kid in the town, and they're trying to just usher
Yeah.
him out. Here,
Yeah.
take this Pokemon and go about your business. And the mom just kind of phone called out to all the gyms to say, like, hey, my son's coming to town.
Mm.
Just like,
Let him
just give him a
win.
badge. I don't, because like if he
Yeah.
loses his gym badge, he's gonna come back home. I just don't want.
I gotta
that,
stop
right?
fucking the
So-
professor.
Get him out.
No, I
Get him
don't
out.
want
Of here.
Yeah.
that. You know.
I forgot too. And before that fight, he hooked Pikachu up to a water wheel.
Well,
to
Brock's dad
supercharge
told
him.
him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He put the little electrodes on his face, and then Ash climbed on a water wheel to use the power of like
Water?
Friction.
to like friction to give him. How about go fucking train? Go fight
The
Pokemon.
confusion
That-
and anger in Michael's face.
It made
It
no
just doesn't
sense.
make any sense. It made no sense at all. It's like, oh, cool. Let's get a montage where he's leveling up. Nope.
Did he beat Misty?
No.
Yeah, or
No,
did
he
so many
lo-
times
he-
people just
he-
gave him badges.
Well,
He lost.
It's like,
theory
here you go.
stands.
He didn't lose. The fight got called off. He was most likely, because Team Rocket busted in, he was most likely going to lose, but his sisters, or Misty's sisters, gave him the badge anyway. And
Right.
Misty's like, what the hell? I was going to win. And she goes, yeah, but he didn't use Pikachu. So, like, he would have won.
Interesting.
And then they gave him the badge.
And then Thunder Badge,
Because
he won. He won that.
the Thunder Badge was the first badge that he won.
He beat
out of
Raichu with
skill.
Pikachu out of
With an
sheer
actual
stubbornness.
with an actual move, right?
Yep.
Like he used agility, like intelligence,
Yep.
and things that exist in the game.
Rainbow Badge he didn't earn. He just put the fire out on the gym, got the
Nope.
badge.
Yeah, he saved the fucking Vile Plume or whatever the hell it was.
Mhm. Got the badge for that. The
Mhm.
Marsh Badge he didn't earn. He just made Sabrina laugh with a Haunter.
Mm-hmm.
Got the badge for that.
Yeah.
Does it
just
get better?
imagine him
Does he
at the
actually
end.
start
Koga.
being really
I don't
good
remember.
at training Pokemon and shit?
No,
Or-
not
Koga.
really, because the thing about and he beat Blaine, that was like an actual good fight. Because like Charizard listened to him. Not really. Charizard was just like, yo, what? He's like, this Magmar's fronting on me. I'll
right,
fight
they
him.
really did. They really chest bumped each other.
Fronting
Like,
on
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
fucker.
But no, see, he can't really ever learn and be like, you want to watch Pokemon and go, this kid's got 20 years of experience, right? It's 2020. This show's 20 years old, but they don't age him, so you can't do that. Like the newest one finally just came out on Netflix, and it's I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's the one with Sword and Shield. Like it's that version, you know. So there's like Score Bunny and shit, and it's like him and some other new trainer. So it's like he's got Pikachu, and then this other trainer he's traveling with has a Score Bunny, and like it's kind of pitched as like, oh, we have the experienced trainer, and then this new kid who's like a rookie. But I'm like, yeah, but what level is Ash? Because you can't justify time has passed because he hasn't aged. So like, how much better is he than this other kid? You know, it's a weird show to not have progression. That like the
Mhm.
whole point of the show is like, I'm gonna get better, I'm gonna get stronger. Like it is episodic, but there's an arcing story that like I want to be a master. I want to catch all the Pokemon and get all the gym badges and all that shit, but also be like, it's The Simpsons. You never grow up. Everyone's exactly the same age. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird
So,
to have both.
It's just like, oh, I've been doing this forever. How long? We don't talk about it. Undetermined, but a long
Maybe
time.
he's got
Trust me.
Benjamin Buttons.
Oh, speaking of buttons,
Whoa,
that was the first bell. Jeremy, don't be scared. Don't be alarmed.
I can
You're
hear.
you heard it. That's the first bell. That's just to take a little moment out of this podcast to say thank you to our first members watching live on RTTV, or if you're watching the recorded episode, you know, maybe you missed it. I take it a little bit personally if you missed it, but that's fine. Thanks for watching. Don't laugh, don't chuckle, don't smirk. This is their time. This is the first members' time. RTTV is free right now for everybody to watch. Has been since like the whole pandemic started, and that's in great thanks to our first members. We wouldn't be able to do that without first. Anyone, if you're watching right now and you're not a first member, you thank those first members. Be like, hey, thanks for supporting them, so I get to watch for free. You too can be a first member. Got a lot of cool first shows. Hardcore Mini Golf is airing right now. Episode 3 just came out yesterday. There's 8 episodes. I think the first one is out for free. Anybody can watch the first episode. But all the ones after that are first only. So if you want to check that out, sign up for first. All the past shows are still up on the website. Got Hardcore Tabletop and Last Laugh and Haunter and Weird Place and a million other things I can't think of because it's been years and years worth of content. So if you have never been a first member, man, jackpot. You sign up and then you just have like years worth of first content to check out. But thanks for watching. We're here. We're still kicking, and we will continue to kick. I bite too. I don't just kick.
That's good. It's good
All
to
right.
bite
On that?
sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta attack
Both
from
ends of your
like
body in there.
different parts,
Yeah,
It'll be
and if you're
unpredictable.
watching now, again, flash sale going on right now, ends at the end of this live broadcast. 20% off RT store wide. Just use code off topic when you check out or wherever it is you enter a code. You type in off topic. That's the name of this show. No spaces. They're telling they told it to me in all caps. I bet you don't have to put it in all caps. It's probably not case sensitive. Be
You
crazy.
gotta
if
yell it
was.
into the system.
Yeah, you can type it in all lowercase, but yell it wherever you are as you
Mhm.
type it.
Yep.
20% off. And like Trevor said at the beginning of the show, if you came in late, it's the thing we're trying right now. It's with the sale, 20% off, but we're looking to kind of do more stuff like that, little like treats for first members and people that watch, RTTV and live content of like sneaking in some stuff that's like stream only. Like, hey, during this stream, you can get this sale, or maybe there's an exclusive shirt that's only available during this stream. So we're trying to do more of that stuff going forward. So be on the lookout for that. Probably maybe there was a post yesterday from the Achievement Hunter Twitter that said, hey, there's going to be a sale tomorrow. Maybe the person who posted it forgot to do it, and it wasn't until today. Who's to say?
Who's to
It's
say?
the second one.
It might be
It's
the second one.
it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So thanks for watching live, everybody. You know what? I want to talk about something that Fredo and I have been working on with Christian Young over in Broadcast and Nick Schwartz. Is a new podcast that we're doing called Red Web. It's a lot of people will ask what the name is about. Essentially, like Pepe Sylvia, when you try to solve a mystery, you got a bunch of red string drawn between a bunch of pictures, makes a web. It's also kind of centered around the web. It's a mystery, an unsolved mystery, conspiracy theory, supernatural, true crime podcast that I do a deep dive in. I don't necessarily analyze to solve, but I will digest the things we know about certain mysteries from across the internet, and Alfredo will be there, kind of my cohort, dragging him through the mystery. He'll be going in blind on most of these things, answering questions or asking questions and speculating, kind of. And I'm really, really excited about it. This is something that I do in my spare time anyway, is go down the rabbit hole, which was the initial name for the show. You can go check out the pilot now. It came out back in October of last year, and we talked about a topic called Cicada 3301. Very, very interesting topic that we'll probably rehash for this podcast. But I spend a lot of time looking at scary things, unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and stuff like that, because it's just super interesting to me. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, we have a Twitter page now it's at RedWebPod. But on Monday, we will be announcing the release date for the podcast, the RSS feed, so you can subscribe ahead of time, and stuff like that. So stay tuned. I'm really, really excited about it. And yeah, that's that.
It's as if going outside wasn't scary enough. Trevor likes to frighten me with the unknown, and it like half the things he's told me so far, I'm just like, put me on edge, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little scary, and
the
twists and turns that go along with it is honestly interesting. And I'm someone who like, I love to listen to that type of stuff, but I don't have time to go out and dig into it. And so when Trevor was just like, hey, like check this out, like this is what's going on, I'm like, oh man, it could be that or that. I'm usually just like implementing my gut instincts. And he's like, yeah, but here's this little piece. And I go, that changes everything. And then it's just like this rabbit hole of like mystery and suspense. And it's terrifying. I don't want to go outside anymore. There's scary stuff out there that people can't talk about. People don't know about.
We start with a banger. I just want to say that it was so intricate and there's so many twists and turns. I struggled to keep it straight as I'm discussing it, but yeah, it's super exciting. Jeremy, sorry, thank you.
Well, no, I didn't want to interrupt too much, but Michael, what? You know how we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh earlier? What made that come up?
We're talking about.
I'm always thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm sure everybody else is, right?
Something was like didn't make sense. Like things. What was it? Didn't make sense.
It's just for some like.
Something was didn't make
50
sense. It was
minutes ago.
confusing.
No, Trevor said.
Fredo talked about the card game, and then we talked about the show.
Got it.
No, it was even further than that. No, I'll tell you, it came up because you said something, and I said, "Oh, you were talking about Dead by Daylight," and you said, "I can't predict Lindsay," and then I said, "Oh, it's like in Yu-Gi-Oh when he doesn't look at his own cards, and Pegasus can't read his mind," and then we started talking about the show.
But
That's what it was.
50 minutes ago, Funko Pop said, "Bring Maximilian Pegasus into your Yu-Gi-Oh collection with his pop figure."
Oh, jeez.
That was my
Pegasus
okay.
really-
Timing.
All right.
Okay, so this episode's also like that's a hidden sponsor.
What the hell? Wait, that's
Surprise.
so bizarre. We were talking about Pegasus, and Pegasus came up.
Dude,
That
he
is-
He's
summoned-
pop
he-
culture.
That's
he's
weird.
a pop culture icon. He should be a pop figure.
He summoned.
That is
He summoned
weird.
Pegasus.
What
How
I
do they do
also
the
wanna
eye?
say-
Since the eyes are stylized for the pop figures.
It's
piece
got
on
the
top
thing
of it.
on there. He's got the one
Yeah,
big
the
black
Millennium
eye,
Eye,
dude.
and then he's
Millennium
got
Eye.
the Millennium Eye. Yeah,
Yeah.
looks pretty cool.
I also, before we move on, that was my thinking face. Want to mention the alternative name to Red Web, which is Web Red.
Oh, yeah, Sarah.
That Sarah brought up this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, the new name that Sarah gave it this morning.
She must do it on purpose.
No, it's
Just like, so yeah, you guys have that Web Red recording, and then people just went
Red
It was just,
web.
at this point, it's just
size
Every
across
time.
the board. Web
I like
Red.
the red webbing. Someone said it's pretty funny.
Web Reb. It sounded like wet bread. Web
it
bread.
did sound like wet bread.
You guys recording web bread?
She came up with something brilliant.
yeah, we
though.
put different liquids on
She
different
did come
pieces
up
of
with something
bread.
brilliant.
Okay.
We shouldn't say it here.
We shouldn't say it here. She
It
had
was
a good one.
brilliant.
She had a really good
She
one
had a
this
good.
morning.
She had a really good suggestion that we're gonna use
Yup.
in a video, and I think Jack told her. He said something. He was like, "All right, Sarah, good job. You're done for the year."
Yep,
You got it.
He did.
Like-
He was like, "That's your one for the year. You're clear now."
It was good.
I don't even
It
remember
was a
what
good
this was.
suggestion.
It was
You
a
might
Minecraft
not have been
thing.
there,
You might
or
not.
you- I don't know.
We were discussing
Oh,
what to do in
okay,
Minecraft.
yeah.
We have a lot of things that we want
We'll
to
do
in
that.
Minecraft.
We're gonna do that tomorrow,
Dude,
I think.
The new, none of you will care about this, but the new
Yeah.
Nope.
update in Minecraft came out on Tuesday. So the Nether update adds a bunch of new biomes to the Nether and a new tier of armor. We did like the kind of update appreciation thing. Michael, I think you were in that. I think Trevor might have been in it too, but like we played the snapshot and we had to collect all the things from that update. It was like the blue fire and the different trees that grow in the Nether now and stuff like that. Dude, it got fucking hard. The Nether is really hard now in certain biomes. Kat and I were playing it the past 2 days, and that game it will fuck you up now. And I was like, Jesus, they really went all out on these Nether biomes. So there might be something we can do with that, like just some kind of challenge with it's like 40 skeletons in one biome and shit
The
like that.
The Nether will also fuck you up if you try to get a purple sword and Ryan's there to stop you and end your life. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's hate. I don't know. You know?
Not quite sure where it stems from, to be honest.
I don't know where it came from. I just know where it leads, and it's to my murder. A guy tries to escape and you trap him. You trap a guy.
Get him. Right before this, Michael said I was gonna get people. I forget why you said that, but you're like, Jeremy's gonna fucking get him. Who knows
I
why?
say a lot. Jeremy, I don't know why I say anything.
Yeah,
Okay, it just comes out.
it just stuck with me. During the countdown, I said I'm gonna fucking get people.
You said something earlier, and I was like, Jeremy's gonna get him. Watch out. And then also the count, it was real close. I mean, like 2 seconds from like the intro ending, and then me going, "Hey, thanks ExpressVPN," and you go, "Where's that cat? Where's that cat?"
He
And I was
wouldn't
like,
stop
"Is he-"
screaming.
I was just like, "Is he going to be yelling about the cat at the open?" I wonder, and you didn't.
no,
you made
I
it.
shut up.
Which is why
Yeah.
I immediately brought it up after I.
We were
After I did
screaming
my
about
intro.
nothing. Now one of the fat ones is right there.
Yo, maybe you're gonna get him. I don't know. Who's to say?
One of the fat ones.
One of the 2 fat ones. We're trying to make him
You got
lose
some.
weight.
You got
dude.
some.
How do
big
you
boy cats.
like? What are you doing to try and have like Booker lose weight? Because he
So we're-
doesn't want to do anything.
No. So we're changing up their diet because we're thinking that, we're feeding them like what it recommends on the bag and less than that, because usually what it recommends on the bag is more than you need, so you'll buy more.
Yeah.
But so we're feeding them less than that, but even still, it's very high in carbs, very carb heavy cat food. So we're trying to switch it up to wet food more than dry food, and like seeing if that diet helps them out, and then also playing with them a lot more, getting them jumping, or Booker rolls back and forth more. But the other thing about it is Scooter is like kind of underweight. Like Scooter barely eats enough, and then Booker and Zipper eat a lot. So like we're probably gonna have to buy a system where there's like a food bowl that only opens when Scooter gets near it. Like you can read the chip that's in him, so it opens if Scooter gets close to it, so he can eat when he wants to, but Booker and Zipper can't. And it's
What
like
if
a
they
whole
start like
thing.
bullying him into standing near it to
Yeah,
open it?
They
dude.
will.
I can see
They
Booker
just
doing
will.
that.
drag
Get
him over
over
to the
there.
food.
Yeah.
Get
The
over
amount
there.
of times I'm prepared to walk into the kitchen and see Booker's head stuck in the fucking thing because he tried to get in while Scooter was eating, and then like I'm just God.
He
Not
won't
good.
care that he's stuck. He's just going to be stuck, but he's going to be eating.
as
He's like,
long as
right,
there's
this
food coming down.
is fine.
It's
He's like, I don't gotta
just,
move. I just get fed. Why not? That's a big cat.
He's a
It's a
big boy.
cat.
It's a big.
He's a
boy.
big boy. Yeah. Zipper's a big boy too, but Zipper he's a different big. Like Scooter's big in a super unhealthy way.
It's a different big.
Zipper will still sprint around and jump all over the place and has a fuck ton of energy. So I don't know why he's like big, but he's like dense. You pick him up, you're
Big
like,
boned.
yeah, you pick him up, you're like, oh God. Booker is just like spills. Like
Spills.
when you look at him, you're just like, that's a problem. Like that's an issue. Like when he sits and there's like, you see the outline of a cat within him, but then there's extra.
Like a cat in a jacket.
Yeah, it is. Like he's wearing something. He's wearing an overcoat. You're like, oh,
Mm.
no,
man.
no, it's a problem.
I saw on Reddit there was a cat that turned 32 the other day. There's a cat that's older than I am. That's so weird to think about, but it's amazing how long certain cats can live. And they get a little thinner in the hair, a little more wiry, but they just look like exquisite. They've become experienced and they look wise, but they also look like they hate everything.
That's like a cat villain, is what you're describing.
Ooh. As they get older, they
like villain cats in cartoons. They're always like thin and like kind of like looking. There's never like fat cat villains.
I mean, even
like the-
Scar
like the-
was thin.
Yeah.
Like the cat.
Yeah, I mean,
in,
it was cartoon.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. That cat was thin. That was a thin evil
Cats.
cat. Cats, yeah.
Yeah, cats played some.
You gotta watch out for the
cool
thin
music
cats.
in the background.
They're plotting. Although I guess the cat versus the cat from Cats versus Dogs, he was a chunky cat and he was bad. The cats were the bad guys, if I recall, in that film.
Cats
The
versus
occasional
dogs. I never
chunky
even saw
cat
it.
slips through.
Yeah, it was a movie about cats versus
So
dogs.
busy plotting evil
Sounds
things.
like
He's got
it.
time to work out.
Yeah.
There must have been a
And he
fat
was-
cat somewhere.
I miss Cat Dog.
Cat.
That was
I
a
was
good
thinking
show.
of cat dog. I was thinking of cat
you think-
dog, but
Will Nickelodeon have a streaming service where you can watch all of the old Nickelodeon? That
I
might
would.
already exist. Don't they have a website like Nickelodeon Reboot or something?
There's a lot of Nickelodeon stuff on Amazon.
all right,
And
hang on.
But a bunch of it you have to pay subscriptions for. Amazon's that thing where there's a bunch of free stuff, but then they also have like a million different subscriptions. Like you can subscribe to Pokemon. It's like
Oh.
$4 a month, and you can
Oh.
get like every single Pokemon episode ever.
Interesting.
Oh,
Just
I didn't
like
know.
for that
I didn't
one
know
thing.
that.
Yeah, Amazon has tons of stuff like that. I know because I have like a couple of kids stuff.
What is this
Like they also have
Mixsplat?
they have Noggin, which is like Nickelodeon, like kid learning stuff.
Mm. Billy the answer head in there teaching him what's up. Maybe, what was the face?
Face was Nick
Face was
Jr.,
Nick
yeah.
Jr. Yeah,
Is that his name? Was just face?
yeah, it was Face.
His face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
He go.
Yeah.
What was
His favorite sandwich was peanut butter and banana.
What was Tsunami?
stick-
Tsunami had a robot host,
Oh,
right?
what's that, Jeremy?
Peanut
So,
butter
Nick
and banana.
Splat.
No, he wasn't a robot.
It's something you can watch on Verve.
Okay.
And it's got like, I see Cat Dog, Chalk Zone, Angry Beavers.
Oh, Angry Beavers.
Fucking
That's
Are
a
You
good
Afraid
one.
of the Dark?
Oh, that was. I
Doug,
don't know if that
Thornberries,
show still holds up.
Kablam, all that.
Ugh.
Oh, Rocket Power. Oh my God. The hits keep
All the
coming.
bang
Woogie,
is-
woogie, woogie, woogie.
Oh, okay.
Woogie, woogie,
All right.
woogie,
Hold on.
woogie.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? I'm going to click into
Dog.
it. Where's the episode that fucked me up?
Jeremy, we got to start calling people squids in Achievement Hunter.
I'm a
Why?
squid. I'm a kid. I'm a squid. I'm a
Like
kid.
Rocket Power.
Dude,
Squid.
I was watching.
Squid's
Oh,
awesome.
because Squid from
God
yeah,
damn it.
he was from
I like
Nebraska.
you went Rocket Power, and then you went why?
Why Squid? I was already moving on to something else, dude.
You fucking Shooby.
They did call each other Shoobies. Hey, that's
Michael
our word.
Lindblad
They called the
Guts.
tourist Shoobies.
Said
Guts
where
was
she
pretty
on the
good.
beach.
Shoes on the beach, man.
You guys remember that show? Guts?
What show?
Guts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Michael
dude.
Lindblad was saying guts in the Discord.
Well,
Oh,
I lied about Guts.
have it?
It's because I
What
lied
was
about
it?
Guts
What's up?
on Chump yesterday.
It was
You did. I saw it.
Yeah.
You liar. You didn't punch nobody.
was it Legends of the Hidden Temple?
That
Legend
was
of the-
that was a banger.
That's what
Yeah,
the
that
old
was
man-
always a show. I was like, man, I'd love to be on that. And you'll never get to live that dream.
God, I remember Mike O'Malley always screaming about everything.
That's
Let's
what
go with
I
the
lied
mo-
about.
Do you
I
guys
lied
see
about
this,
Mike
the-
O'Malley.
Jeremy beat him up.
I lied that I actually
What?
punched Mike O'Malley in the face. Autumn totally bought it, too. The audience bought it.
Oh, jeez.
You guys see on Netflix is a new show called The Floor is Lava.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 episodes deep.
Is it decent? Is it worth watching at all?
I'm gonna say probably not. Watch it on mute.
Okay.
Here's the thing. It's like a super safe, family friendly, primetime television show where it's like it's all just like like all the jokes they're making because it's just these people
Yeah.
running. So it's 3 teams of 3, and they start in this giant room, and it's full of lava, which is some sort of liquid, but it's like
I think it's just-
80,000 gallons. Like it's fucking insane how much shit there is, and it looks like water, right?
It's like
it
water
looks
with
just
like red LED lights or something
Yeah.
like underneath.
yeah, but as it splashes out, it's like a goop. It's not water. Like it's
Ugh.
thicker than it looks. It's
Yeah.
not actually.
You
It's
gotta
not
goop
just
'em.
like colored water. Like it is some sort of goo. It's not nearly as thick as slime because you fall in. It's just like it's like got the consistency of water, but it's also slippery as shit. So they're all like busting their asses
Oh, it's
on it
just
when they
filled with
fall on it and
lube.
shit. It could be like a lube type material. Yes. So
Slip on
it's
in.
just like they're just like 3 people. The teams of 3. They're just like random people. Like the first team they have is a mom and her 2 twin, like boy and girl who like just graduated high school. So it's like real people. Like they're doing their interview of like, hey, we're here to do whatever. And like, if we did an interview like that for like Hardcore Tabletop, they'd be like, awful, do it again. This show is like, yeah, cool.
Nailed
One
it.
take wonder show.
Moving on.
It's in the well, it's just like they're painfully real people. Where like they're doing the whole thing, and like the daughter's just kind of like standing there, like staring off into the distance while the mom's talking, and like she's like just like her shoulders are slouched, and I'm just like I'm watching it from like our perspective of like what we would get yelled at for or have to do like other takes or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's not the point of the show. The point of the show is to just get real people in there and run the course. The course itself is awesome. It's the coolest part of the show. Like I'm watching it like I want to fucking do this. I would kill to be on this show. Like, being, a reigning lava chicken champ, having never been burned up, I was like, oh my God, it would kill to be on this show. The props are cool, but like the narration over it is just it's almost like America's Funniest Home Video style of like, whoa, he's gonna remember that one. Let's see it again. Like, whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa. And they just like replay it. I put it on because Iris she doesn't give a crap about live action. She only watches like cartoons or whatever. She doesn't give a shit about real people. But she does know what lava is from playing Mario and shit like that. And occasionally she will just grab me at one point and tell me that the floor is lava, or like there's lava coming, and then I'm dragged from whatever I'm doing to escape the lava. So when I saw that, I was like, this might bridge the gap. She might actually watch this because it's lava. So I put it on. She's watching the first episode, and I had to really like sell the fact that these people weren't burning to death in lava, because also like they clearly get direction from the show that when people fall in the lava, so someone falls and you never see them again. They go under and then they're gone. They never cut back to them.
God.
There's no like
Is there a post interview? Or?
I'm looking for. Hold on, I gotta see a clip of this.
There's a very quick like post interview where you have confirmation of life. You see they're alive.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
But it's funny because any show that has like goop or like, you know, a gag, you'd think like they want to see like, oh, they fell in, let's show the person covered in goo. You never see them like with the lava crap on them. They fall in and they go under. Like clearly they're instructed beforehand, like, hey, if you fall in, you have to go under. And then like they'll just cut to a different camera and you never see and they're just gone. And then the two people just keep playing and they'll be like, no, like when they fall in the lava, they're like, we have to do it for them now. They're gone. And they can like play up the fact that they have fallen in lava.
These guys are buff as fuck.
Are you the triplets?
Yeah. Holy shit.
Not a great performance though. Not a great performance.
Wait, so it's hosted by triplets?
He's doing pull-ups for no reason.
I guess this is
He's
just
doing
a
pull-ups
team.
for no
One of the
reason.
teams
Jeremy,
is
spoiler,
triplets.
he doesn't make it. He doesn't make it. All that wasted upper body strength. He's
Why
doing
is he doing
pull-ups.
Stop.
All he's got to do is
look
hang
this
on to
up.
the net. All he's got to do is hang on to the net. It's also, those guys were actually really funny because they're triplets. What's impressive is they're triplets. They're like 26 or 27 years old. They're all buff, but like they all look exactly the same. I mean, like to get that level of like, it's not just like they were born and this is what they look like. Like they've all gained the exact same amount of weight, have like almost the exact same amount of muscle mass, which is buff.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Him.
But one of the dudes has way less hair than the other two, and they really just hammer him about it. Like his receding hairline is way worse.
Oh my god, yeah, him in the back. I see it.
They immediately bring it up. Those guys were fucking hilarious, like in their like talking head kind of deals. They're like, the one guy's like, I think I have the best hairline. The guy's like, I think I have the best hairline. But we all agree he has the worst one. And he was like,
Jeez.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's true.
man.
Dude, I see exactly what
It's
you're
a
talking about,
fun,
Michael.
like-
The pull-up guy fell in, and the other two are like, no!
Yeah. So the first time someone fell in, Iris almost got really upset. And I'd be like, she's fine. She's fine. It's just make believe. It's not real lava. It's not real lava. And she was like wary about it. But by like episode 2 or 3, she was watching it. She was playing it as she was like, I turn around and she's standing on top of her chair. And she's like, lava. There's lava.
Jeez.
So I was just like, cool.
That's what's interesting is that is a show idea that Jeff had a long time ago, just based on Lava Chicken, and he had pitched to network. And I think at that point, this show was already in development, which is why.
Let me tell you, we wouldn't. I'm looking at the room and I'm like, oh, we wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah,
No,
we coulda.
this show is definitely
take a shot at it.
I was
Talking about.
I'm gonna burn straight up.
I was like, they got more money for sure.
Oh yeah.
We couldn't afford the 80 million gallons of lava goo.
We could have
No
made
fucking
lava
way.
goo. Couple air
There's
cannons to make it bubble every now and again.
Just saying, dude, they blast.
Stick it at a
people with it.
volcano, man. Just
They blast people, but like I find myself yelling at the narrator because like there's like one episode where, you know, there's this one part that people keep trying to get to because there's like levers and shit you can pull to like drop bridges and like make shit easier. And 3 people all got hit at the exact same spot. And the narrator's like losing it over it. Like, what are the odds? They got him again. I'm like, what are the odds? There's a guy pushing a button. What do you mean? What are the odds? You told him to go that way. The odds are 100%. This is a TV show. What are you talking about? I'm just there like screaming at my TV. Also, like, there's hidden things in the course, and every single team immediately sees them and uses all of them. And I was like, Bullshit. They tell them where they are before the show starts. There's no way that person saw that stick across the room and then brought it over the fucking sarcophagus and went, "Oh, there's a hole in the sarcophagus. Let me put it in there." Oh, it extended the bridge. Just tell them you told them. It's fine. I can live with that. You don't have to make it a secret that they figured it out in the middle of this obstacle course. They're not solving puzzles out there. They're just jumping on shit. Okay? And you'll also notice every single time, like I absolutely guarantee you, they tell them you all can't go the same way. They're like, we paid a fuck ton of money for this set. You're going to go this way and you're going to go that way. And we're going to get 2 different shots because no one ever goes the same way ever. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't believe it. I don't
could
believe
see
that 3 people wouldn't go the same way. So my production, my slight amateur production eye has ruined it for me. I go, that's not real. That's
There's
not
no
real at all.
way. There's no
Yeah,
way.
just sit
yeah.
there.
It's all
I go, that's impossible. Because now I'm looking at it, I'm going, dude, can you imagine if someone didn't go on that wall? They'd be like, that wall cost us $13,000 and no one went on it. Can you fucking believe
Yeah.
this?
Well, because
Yeah.
we're gonna build this, it's gonna look hard, and like someone's gonna do it, and then everyone would come in and go, "That looks hard. I'm not gonna fucking do that.
I'm not going
Yeah,
that way.
fuck
Someone's
no.
going,
I'm gonna jump on those
Get over
blocks
there."
over there."
Is it a
Get on
different
that
course
wall.
every episode?
yes.
Holy
Oh
shit.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, we wouldn't be able to
the-
do that.
It's worth watching just for the courses. They're really cool. It's like from a prop standpoint, it's really cool.
We need some kind of show like that, though. Trevor,
Let's
can
just
we,
take their
We have
show.
can we
Yeah, lava
budget
chicken.
out an aggro crag?
Dude, I would love to budget out an aggro crag. Dude, so this
So
this
cool.
show seems way more
Budget
high
out an aggro
concept
crag.
than this other show that I'm going to talk about. So that's on Netflix. I think on Hulu there's a tag show and it is bad. It is so sparse of content. I think they have a football or like an ex-football, like a running back as the host, and he's fine. And his brother is the co-host, but they have no I don't know, like personality. They're just like the brother just kind of stands there, kind of like you're saying, like the real people here on this floor is lava. He just like when he thinks he's out of the shot, he's clearly like in the left third of the frame, like holding a mic. And half the show doesn't even happen on camera. So what happens is it's a very basic concept. It's like tag. And so these people need to avoid professional taggers who are kind of like wrestling characters who have these get-ups. There's like one of the women is like the Banshee, and she is like she might kill people in real life. I don't know. Her character is
no.
very
She's got a rap
outlandish,
sheet.
very like very wild. But it effectively is a bunch of athletic adults playing tag, which sounds like a really good hook, but the course is relatively simple, and they spend most of the time like vamping between all the different rounds. So they have I think 3 or 4 men go, and they have 3 or 4, I think 3 women go, and then 2 proceed, and then there's a middle task for those 3 or for those 2 that are left, and then there's a final. Something to that extent. It's almost like 2 separate little tournaments. And at one point, they just kind of breezed over a whole round during the commercial break. And I'm like, this is what I'm here for. I want to see these people duck diving and dodging over these obstacles playing tag. And they're like, yeah. By the way, we ran the last round. So-and-so won.
Weird.
Anyway, moving on to the final. And it's like a really, like the
Not even
idea was
highlights.
there. It's like what
What's an idea?
adult guts should be, because at the end there effectively is a very simple version of the aggro crag, which is just tall stairs that lead up to a button that you got to push to end the timer. And it's so close to being able to be good, but after one episode I was like, ugh, I don't know if I can finish this.
Does
But-
anyone know if The Rock's like, what's it called, Titan game, something like that? I haven't seen any episodes of that, but that could be like interesting. The production value on that looks crazy, and that's like actual like super buff people doing really like things that I would never be able to do with my weak muscles. I haven't seen an episode of it yet.
I haven't seen that, and I know
Yeah.
Kevin Hart also had some pretty big elaborate show, very similar, but I didn't watch that one either. They seem interesting, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I definitely want to watch Floor is Lava though, just because of my terrible lava chicken runs. I always just go 100% for speed.
Yeah.
And
So the
then at
way-
some point, fear just strikes me.
The way it works in the show is there's 3 teams of 3, and it's whoever gets the most people across wins. They win $10,000. And if you tie, it's whoever does it faster. So if like two people make it
yeah.
and then one person makes it on another team, like they won't win, and then the last team has to get at least two people. But it's fine. I'm not like you gotta watch it, but like on one it's I care too because I like floor is lava, like lava chicken. You absolutely have that, like I could do that. I could make that jump. Like that's all the show is. If you going, I could do that. But on one hand, while I complain about like the production side of like the stuff that I can tell is made up or is just like put on because it's a TV show, is also the reason why I like it from a production standpoint. I'm just like, how the fuck did they get this room? And like, how do they fill it with all this shit? And like the stuff that actually work. Like it's not lazy. There's tons of like moving parts and like I don't believe for a second that when they pull this rope, a bed drops on the other side of the room because it's a mechanism. I feel like they pull the rope and then a guy goes, go, 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 and then pushes the bed over with his hand.
Yeah.
That's probably what happens. But they sell it because it's you know, it's fucking TV. They pull the rope, the thing pops out, all the props are really cool looking. It's an impressive show to look at, like because it's all physical, you know. It's nice to have like a real thing that's not like special effects or like graphics or whatever. It's just a big ass room and a bunch of adults mostly jumping on shit and smashing their faces. There's a lot of like I jumped too far and I smashed my chin, and they're like, let's see that again. And they're like,
oh, it's very MXC. Style.
It's very MXC. It doesn't happen nearly as much, but it is very much like that guy's really hurt. Let's laugh at him.
I gotta watch MXC again. That just made me think of MXC so much.
That show's nuts.
MXC
show's awesome.
is amazing. If you've never seen MXC,
MXC.
look it up. There's full episodes. Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Oh yeah. I've
Yep. Yep.
Toughest competition.
Get it
World's
on.
toughest competition in town.
I used to watch that all the time.
Dude, it's so
You'll just be on
funny.
super late and just mindless thing to watch.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Look, there's full episodes on YouTube. I think you should definitely watch that if you haven't before.
We definitely need
it's
some
people
sort of
eating shit for like an hour.
we definitely need some sort of MXC or like Double Dare sort of hybrid show for Rooster
I'll eat
Teeth.
shit. I'll eat shit hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I'll slam my face into whatever. I don't care.
I'm not Jeremy.
It'd be fun to like eat shit during a competition as opposed to just be like, hey, eat that shit. And we go, okay.
Which is what I mostly do.
Because that's normally what I did it. And then Jeremy showed up and he was like, hang on, I'll do it.
Hang on.
And I was like,
I'm not going to let you run into this wall by yourself. Smash.
Sometimes I have to come back though. Sometimes I walk in, Jeremy's just hitting his head into a table and I go,
I really thought I could put my head through that table. That was tougher than that table was tougher than it looked.
I was like, someone needs to stop this. Anybody?
And
All
Fredo
right.
goes, ain't gonna be me.
No, I'm not. No, look, I'm not gonna be the one to stop content, but someone here should be an adult to stop this content.
Yeah, I walked in like an adult and I said, you're letting this man do this
Yeah, I
alone?
did.
Give me the helmet. I'll do it. Give me the face mask.
God, and
And
I
then I
remember
went-
there was like prongs in it that
That was bad.
Yeah,
Like,
that
it
was
was
really
screws
bad.
holding it together that were like,
Like
Yeah.
jabbed into your head.
Yeah.
It was a torture. It was a torture device for sure.
It
It wasn't like the
was bad.
waterboarding. That was fun and refreshing.
I wasn't there for the waterboarding. I would have done it.
Refreshing.
You would have loved it. You would have loved it.
I would have been
I
all over
tweeted
it, man.
So stupid.
I think I tweeted like the other week or whatever. I don't know about missing that subtle drowning feeling you get when you dive into a pool wrong and the water shoots up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
That's how desperate I am to get out of my house and be able to live and
Do it, man.
at least go swimming, you know?
Go find a river.
Go to your backyard and waterboard yourself.
Oh yeah, with a hose, just
Yeah. My
Jesus.
favorite part about that video, and like it's there in context, but the full gravity of it isn't there because it was obviously edited down. But Trevor coming from somewhere else, because we were waiting to do a video for Trevor, and so then we were like, "What do we do? I don't know. Hey, it's hot out. Let's go pour water on our faces and try and drink it or whatever we were talking about. That'll kill time until Trevor gets here." And then Trevor showed up in the middle of it. It's him walking through the parking lot, like almost angry, just more like, what's going on here? And he walks up and he goes, what are you waterboarding yourselves? Like, that's how he walked up to us. And we had like a whole conversation about it. He's like, no, you don't do this. And slowly in that conversation, like as he's saying, it's like, no, yes, I want to turn. Yes, I'll go next. Like, in the video, it happens much, much faster. But it was like a couple minute conversation. And he was like, okay, all right, you're winning me over now. All right, well, hang on.
you see
Hang
the
on,
dichotomy of behind the scenes manager me, and all right, let's do make it a video. I don't know. Let's fuck off. I don't know.
It's my favorite
So
thing in the video.
Stupid.
Michael, I noticed you shaved. You're looking fresh.
I did. I was done with it.
Your journey with your beard was much more public. I think I posted a few times around
I
my
didn't
facial
post at
stubble.
all. I didn't post at all. I just existed.
Well, yeah, you existed in content.
Everyone noticed.
But
yeah.
at some point, I don't know. I've got some photos. Like I trimmed it down and then left a mustache, and I shaved it off, and then. But what's really going on? And I'm excited because I'm actually going to have the person who cuts my hair is a friend of mine, so they're going to come over. We're going to wear masks. We're going to go out in the garage where it's a little more responsible. But she's going to be able to cut my hair for the first time in this year, maybe. I don't know. I think I got a haircut in February only. So that my hair right now, I'll do another hair check, is the longest it's been probably ever.
Oh, dude's got the emo look going on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a scene kid.
I won't be able to hear you, but I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta listen to My Chemical Romance now.
Yeah. Fredo's getting excited now. Yeah.
Look at that.
Paint his nails black.
This is the
wear
closest
eyeliner.
to. I almost look like I did in high school. Just like longer though.
Damn, dude. Damn.
That's a look.
It's down here.
Yeah,
I
down
can
here.
relive those days, man. You know,
I'm-
embrace
I might
them.
get
No,
there.
pass. Hard
I
pass.
can never be high school
Extra
Jeremy
pass.
again. No matter how hard I try, I'll never be high school Jeremy again. He's dead. He's gone. He's been replaced with hair loss and beer. He's gone.
I'm gonna
You could
try
try
send this to Tyler.
hair plugs,
Dude,
right?
so I shaved this. This will blow your mind.
Blow my
Blow
dick.
my
off.
bangs off.
I shaved. God damn it! You knew it. I already sent it to him. I'm not talking to myself. Limblad was talking to me.
Michael didn't have a crisis there.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna send it to him. By the time I send it to him, it's already gonna be up there. So I shaved, and I was like, this is like, I was gonna wait till July, and then I was like, it's not getting any better. This sucks. I hate this. It looks like shit. I hate it. I can't stand it. Lindsay hates it. I'm just gonna fucking shave. So I was shaving, and before I shaved it all off, I took a picture with just my mustache, and I was like, "Boof, there it is."
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Can you imagine?
no.
I almost
No.
thought like, what if I keep this for a week?
No.
No,
Look at
Michael, I
it.
don't
No,
like that.
Look at it. Look at it.
Here, let's see if I
It's
can
exactly
find-
as I predicted too. I sent it to Stab, and Limblad's like, no, send it to me. And then as I'm sending it to him, the picture came up. So I've wasted my time. And then I sent it to Limblad again, and now he's just giggling to himself.
He's giggling. He's a
does that.
giggler.
giggling. But yeah, I was like, this is funny. And I had it for about 5 minutes, and I went, no, I got to get rid of this thing. This is,
Yeah,
You know what
that
it
picture
reminded
was
me
the
of?
problem.
That's 5 minutes
you know
of
what,
funny.
you know what it reminded me of? Just that photo of Andrew Panton with the mustache
Yes.
glued to his face.
Yes, 100%.
The fake mustache that he like super glued to his face, and he couldn't get it off.
Jesus.
That was mine. That was real.
Oh, let's hit the chat.
I sent.
Yeah, see the chat.
I,
It's good. I
uh,
put that out
How's
there for the
chat
world. You can have
responding?
that.
Yeah, it just hit.
You can have that one.
You can have that world.
Michael's was definitely much more glorious, but I sent a photo of mine to Lindblad.
Look at you.
I didn't want to go just mustache only. I don't have a whole lot going on, so I trimmed everything else down. I went for a little sophistication. Yeah. Oh, we
can't grow facial hair.
we're ass.
We suck.
Dude, I didn't even try. I said, fuck no.
Yeah,
There's
how many
no
weeks
way
in
in
are you
hell.
right now, Fredo?
Jeremy, like you got the
Uh,
opposite scheme.
Well, I got to
I've
the
got the
point where
opposite scheme. I got
Yeah, this
nothing.
bit fucked off. This bit stayed.
But this
you know, for
is
me.
like fucking constant, like, you know. But the thing is, what I don't have is if I just leave this, I don't know if I left it, if it would ever get to like a Jack level, you know, like I could
Yeah.
ever get
Jack,
like that.
what about
big...
Gavin?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and Gav
his
does
is
it too.
just-
yeah,
Like
Gavin blew everyone away.
Gav
his
gets
is-
the
his
fluff
really
on,
grew out
you
there.
know.
It just gets more dense. It doesn't go.
It's just like it's like
Right.
a forest.
Mine like
Mhm.
gets it starts going out a bit. And then like once I realize how wide it makes my head, I go like I can't do this anymore. Like
How about you, Fredo?
you know,
I got to the point where I need to shave once a week because it's like it's stubble, but it's like too much stubble. So I'm like,
What-
all right,
becoming a
this is
man.
We got
This is
some
little
extra
big boy
quarantine
moves
time. What
now.
if like you just Let it rock. Let it ride.
No,
That's what I did. You'll
right.
find out.
It's-
You saw what will happen.
It's
You
dark.
watched it happen
It's
to me
gonna
and
get-
Trevor.
Yeah, I saw you guys going
You saw
with
what
it. and I
happened
went,
to us.
I went,
saw what
nah.
happened. You saw it.
I went,
You all
nah.
saw.
It happened to us.
There's
You
no
all
way
saw it.
mine is better. It could only be worse.
I am happy that I got that trucker episode of Off Topic. That's what I can take away from it when I wore my
That was
glasses
a win.
and I had the. That was a win. That's how I made it all worthwhile, because that was my thought too of like, hey, I'm not leaving the house. Now's the time. Let it ride. And just day in and day out, I was like, I fucking hate this. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's almost like, Jeremy, the difference and the reason why I can look back on it more fondly is because it was like when I was fucking fat, where like being fat at work is funny.
Yeah.
And I just take my stomach out and I pinch it and poke it and I just go, bleh, and I love it. But then I get home and it's not funny anymore. I'm just fat.
It's just
home.
real now.
I'm just like, I'm sitting in my chair and I stand up and go, when I get up, and then I go, oh, this is, no one laughed.
I gotta get back
No one
on the bag.
No one
It's
was
been-
there to laugh.
It's been too
This
long
at
for me.
least,
been
This
bad.
at least, it was awful. I hated it. And then in 5 minutes, it was gone. And then it was like if I lost the like 35 pounds in 5 minutes. If I could do that, I would be fat every day at work. I would roll myself in back in the time when we went to the office. I would roll in on my stomach and go, I'm here. I loved it. My favorite thing was being in the background of streams, just rubbing my belly, like behind Gavin or something.
Oh,
That was easily my favorite thing.
The amount of times I've had a peripheral of Michael with his shirt off is like insanely high. We're not
It's not even
off,
usually
not off.
It's not off.
Off.
That's funnier to me. It's not Greg Miller.
Yeah.
I would just lift it up right above the belly and
Yeah.
sometimes flash a nip.
And well, if the nip was happening, the
slip it
belly
out.
would come out, right? And he'd be next to me at my desk. And I'm like, and obviously when I'm looking at my monitor, nothing else, I don't see or hear anything else if I'm listening to something on my computer. But eventually something will catch my eye. I'll see his stomach and I'll go like, I don't know how long he's been there. And I don't know if now is the point where I acknowledge it and then it ends, or if I just let him tire himself out. And then what usually happens is I'll either just completely ignore it, but he'll even still know that I've noticed. Or
I can see you ignoring me now.
yeah,
I see
now
the
he can tell
switch.
I'm ignoring him because I'll smirk or something. Or I'll look at him and I'll go, like, what do you want? And then that will either follow him laughing and putting his shirt back down, or he'll go like that, and then he'll walk off. I'm just like, I just don't know.
But it's only funny when I had a big belly. It's not funny if I don't have a big belly.
Yeah.
I
Well,
stopped doing it.
well, I got that belly in again. I'll get that belly going.
Yeah, you're working on it right now.
Mhm.
Sometimes you see someone's
Drinking that-
belly. Sometimes
Dude.
you see someone's penis breach their boxers. It's just
That happens
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
That
day in the
happens
life.
sometimes. That will happen.
Yeah.
Dude, this is even worse too, because I ordered this beer. I didn't even go get it.
Oh yeah, you had it delivered to
They
your
delivered
house.
the beer. Yeah.
That's your belly juice.
I am though.
Oh man.
I am though taking a couple of days off of work next week, and I think at least one of those days, Kat and I are gonna drive
Oh.
out and like go on a fucking like a hike, a real good sized hike, because it's been too
You're
long.
gonna take your belly out in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere and kill it.
I'm gonna just sit there in the
You're gonna
woods
put it
with out.
down. You're like bury it.
Just go. Gotta get back
Oh,
into
we
it.
should probably start wrapping up.
Oh
here.
yeah, it's 4:30. Look at that.
Jeez, already.
Yeah, dude, we got effing around with Iffy and Fiona coming up next.
No.
And who they have? I think they have a guest today. Oh, I had it. I lost it. Hang on. Tyler told me. Let's see. Shofu.
Shofu, yeah, Shofu's in the
Yeah,
Discord.
special guest Shofu's with them.
Nice.
They're diving back into VR chat. So
Oh,
effing around with Iffy,
God.
Fiona, and Shofu doing VR chat coming up like immediately following this show. And again, last chance to if you want to buy anything in the store, code off topic 20% off. I don't know how long it's gonna last. They say when the show ends, probably be like a couple minutes. I don't know.
Yeah, so wrap it up,
I'm
pal.
just passing the
Scream
word
it
on
out there.
to you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't go.
I do want to say one more
Snap
thing,
something.
not to
Say
end
it.
on a downturn. And we've had a couple announcements here, so I wanted to make sure that we didn't overload
sure.
you guys. But unfortunately, due to everything that's going on, at least in the United States with COVID and everything, we had to cancel RTX. You probably have heard about that by now. If you want more details, if you're concerned about refunds, you can contact customer service, but there's a community post available. There's tweets on the RTX social that explain everything. And if you were a ticket holder already, you should have received an email. So be sure to look out for that. But unfortunately, it had to be canceled. And we're looking at how to do it electronically. So I'm really excited for that, at least, because RTX is honestly one of my favorite times of the year, getting to see everybody in person and getting to interact with you guys in person is a really special treat. So it kind of sucks, but I hope you guys understand. It's for everyone. It's for everyone's sake, everyone's health.
Yeah.
Especially Texas, not good.
Ooh, super on the on the rise.
Texas
This
is
is
bad.
scary, man.
Texas, Florida, and California, not good right now.
Yep.
Really
So-
botched it. Botched this one.
It was a boss job for sure.
It was
yeah.
a pure botch job.
It
Absolute
was not good.
botching.
Mm.
So, anyway, stick around. Effing around is in minutes, right?
It's coming
Full
up.
minutes here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I expected like a piano to play us out there, even though that's not our outro.
Bling.